says I'm live.
How do we have 3 participants? That's you, me, and the other screen?
Yeehaw! Wear your mask, Jimmy. Tonight's sponsored by Jim Morrison Face Masks. We just gotta cover that up.
Hi, John Griffin.
You feel shrouds or somebody. Couple minutes, folks.
I'm just looking at all John's tchotchkes on this table.
Oh boy. Please share it if you dare. Share it if you dare. Dare to keep kids on the show. Although it's not a show for kids. Necessarily. I mean, that's up to you. Your kids are your kids.
I mean, it used to be the age of an adult was, 18? Now what's going on nowadays? I don't know if there's an age limit. God dang it. Drugs are legal. It's quite crazy.
Theme song for you. Wait, before we go any farther, you've gone too long without a theme song. It's time.
Folks, it's Phil and Jon Zone.
In a time of little joy, 2 guys from Illinois took fate in their own hands and sent the show out to the land.
Hey, Scooby.
Art's not gonna get in here. Music plays for your good cheer. Think of Reddit and grab a beer. Come on and watch the Phil and Jon Show. Phil and Jon Show. They're showing up and there's nowhere to go. Well, Phil and Jon Show. Phil and Jon Show. They're playing so hot that it's melting the snow. Yeah, Phil and Jon Show. Phil and Jon Show. Don't know where this will go. Phil and Jon Show.
That is really good. Did you give him anything for that?
No, but we need to have him back on the show as a guest again. That was Oliver.
Yeah, that was quite fantastic.
Oliver Steck, our accordion brother from Austin, Texas area. He was quite
from Austin, Texas.
Quite the entertainer. Wow, I couldn't believe it. That was really good.
Yeah. It is. Yeah.
Let's say hi to Scooby for just a second. Hey, Scooby, how's it going, bud? Week number 50, the Phil and Jon Zone number 50. What do you think about that, Scoob?
You said I want to go outside and play in the straw.
Scooby. Yeah, he's doing okay. He's chilling. We'll check back in with him in a little bit here.
Looks like a stuffed animal like the other thing. Yeah. Where's Scooby? Which one is it?
He's stuffed. He had his dinner early.
Which one is it? Dun, 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 dun.
A pink bunny, a bear, or a puppy dog. That's Happy Doobie Scooby. Hey, look, that's great. Good timing. To start up and they start the leaf blowers outside. Let's talk about leaf blowers for a second, man. Leaf blowers.
Quit switch. Yeah, keep switching the screens.
You're switching screens, or I'm switching screens?
No, you did. You went from the big one.
Welcome to our 25th show.
How many?
It's April 23rd. It's the day after Earth Day, and this is our 50th show.
I thought it was the 22nd. Okay.
50 weeks, man.
You know, that is yeah, quite amazing. The bottom of it's been in a row. And I went through. I never write down. I got little notes. I don't go back and look at things, which I guess I should. But I started writing today for the first time, thinking I can get through a lot of guests. What we've had. I stopped at 9, going. If I brought up and rambled on all the guests we've had, I'd probably forget somebody. But the 9 that we had was quite impressive. And then I thought after I stopped writing that there's about 20 more that even were more impressive. So, wow.
You mean guests that we had on the show?
Yeah. What the hell do you think I was talking about?
Ghosts. I thought you were talking about a Scooby-Doo episode that you watched. It was your favorite Scooby-Doo episode?
That's right. It's Edible Friday, 4/23.
Edible Friday. We spent some time out in the wilderness last week where we acquired some edibles. I won't say we went mushroom hunting. They didn't come find looking for us. We definitely made.
They were called. I know what they were called. I can't say that. keep forgetting sometimes. Keep forgetting sometimes that people are watching or listening. Maybe 2 people that we know and the FCA. Yeah, I was thinking of for the 50th show. I was gonna break something or swear so we get kicked off. So it'd be like, ooh, those cats.
Those FCAs. The
FCA.
FCC is just
Or the
called.
recording guy that goes, you said fuck too many times and you're kicked off. A swear word. What are you drinking?
Pitch for BMI. Southern iced tea. I have that.
What I see on Facebook and what people say and do, it's just.
Some sweet tea here. Some sweet tea, a little caffeine to get the afternoon.
Yeah, I having some LaCroix and a little something. Enjoying a Friday night happy 50th show, John.
Yeah, you too, Phil. You too. Our guest tonight is going to be Eric Lambert. We met originally through the
Eric Lambert.
Guitar. Eric Lambert. Yeah, you know Eric Lambert from the.
I know Eric Lambert. I hope he remembers me. He probably does. Yes.
You think he'll
Goes
remember
way back to my. Yeah, Eric's been in a few bands and very nice guy.
I sent him the link, so he's gonna have the link. But like everything else, we have to get him in here and figure it all out. Everybody said happy 50th show. Jeffrey Blackmon, Joe Peel, Joe Griffin, Sheila Jones Whitaker. These are people that have checked in so far. Jeff Singley and Paul Pickley. What's up, guys out there? To all of our viewers tonight, we have a special show lined up. I'm going to do a special unboxing at some point of a few things.
We're gonna box? What?
We're going to box. I'll open some right now. This is the first package. I'll just open the first one right now.
I thought we were gonna box over the screen.
Because they do this thing online where people open up boxes on TV. Michael Neighbors, what's up? And they open up boxes on TV of stuff they got in the mail they haven't seen yet. So this is the first one. This is from a fellow named Danny Barnes. He's the banjo playing man from Seattle, Washington area, and he sent me something which I actually ordered. But so I kind of know what it is. But you should support your artists. Right now these artists are making money the only way they can. No sticker? Weak, man. Right, never mind. So I got ordered a T-shirt from Danny Barnes.
Ooh, I like it. Is that your artwork too, John?
No, it's not my artwork. It's Danny's artwork. Danny's also an artist. He creates his own.
Yeah, I see that. He does that. I like that. I like it simple. I like this. I like simplicity. I like that a lot.
So Danny Barnes. Kind of looks like boobs.
It's too big for you. I think you should give it to me, John.
No. Maybe you can borrow it for camping and you get cold.
Camping. I missed that word, camping.
We got 2 more packages to open tonight. This one's from Danny Barnes. The other 2 are surprise guest packages, which I'll open a little bit later.
Saw Danny Barnes. Wasn't he supposed to be in a band, Bad Livers?
Oh, he's in the Bad Livers, yeah.
Right. I researched. He was supposed to be at Hartford before we had this.
Yeah, they're a really good band. That's like a.
Yeah, I got to see him at Hartford a few times.
So at the time the Bad Livers were out there, they were playing bluegrass kind of country twang music. But everything else that was popular was like punk rock and grunge music and heavy metal. And Danny Barnes just kept playing bluegrass. So the Bad Livers were like this kind of like punk rock bluegrass band. They did some pretty fun stuff. Yeah, Shit Creek and Uncle Lucius, and there's some great songs.
You're not supposed to swear, John.
It's a song title. It's art.
I don't care. You can't swear. That's like put $1 in the jar and, okay, keep going.
Put $1 in the jar. And what?
Okay. What time is it? 4:06. We talked for 40. Okay, what? I got a long thing.
4:06. What'd you do last week,
Phil? Nothing. Watch a movie.
Watch the movie of life.
What did you watch? Oh, last week.
We had a special. That was our special on location performance last week with our good friends Tom and Don and Tommy and you decide which one's which, and the prospector and Uncle Chadrick, and who else was on the show last week? I don't even know who was all on the show. There were a lot of guests.
Yeah, there were a lot of people, a lot of sit-ins, Mr. Bubbles. I want to thank Tommy Harmon for coming out with me to Sugar Creek. I hope you had a good time, Tommy. Thank you. Let's do it again. Hope you're feeling unsore from me putting you through the workout of setting up and helping me set up. Thank you, Tom. Let's do it again. I got a list of like 72 festivals coming up. I mean, 2.
So like that, yeah, he did help set up those chairs. He sat in.
I'm trying to, John.
he had to go take him down in the rain, I think. It was like later, it was cold or something. He had to go take him down. It was dark and late. So give him a break. Come on. 408. I think we're going to go ahead and go into 5 records, I think. What do you think? 5 records, man. Hey, get your 5 records out, folks. We don't have any guests tonight, just me and Phil. It's our 50th show, so these better be epic records. Mine aren't really, but 5 records with Phil and John. We talk about 5 of our favorite album covers, or maybe we just pick 5 records from the collection that we.
Why don't we have a pre-show that I'd tell you? Because I just picked 5 albums from.
You didn't tell me anything. You told me.
Well, we could have our 5 best albums of all time. I'd have to dig in my collection and go.
Brian Abbott at Speakeasy Records and Oddities. I'm sorry I didn't make it out today to the record shop. I meant to come shopping today, but I didn't get a chance. So go ahead, Phil.
Can you hear the music in the background?
No, not really.
Okay, good.
I have to get pinched.
All right, we're just gonna go real quick. Maybe I did a couple of these before, but we're gonna go with Carly Simon. I love the cover. I think I showed the front cover, but I like her smile, and it's up on my wall, and it's a quick one. And they played an XRT today, and I love Carly Simon, and so good stuff. It's Carly, great smile,
Yeah.
great ass, great music. Yeah.
No secrets.
No secrets.
She'd gotten told a secret that she didn't like, apparently, so she wrote a song about it and said, no secrets.
I mean, if I'm terrible with names of what's on the album. Certain bands I do, but you probably know 3 or 4 or 5. The Carly Simon, great musician. John, you're up.
My first record was this album, The Hums of the Lovin' Spoonful. Good old John Sebastian and the boys in the Lovin' Spoonful. Uptown, summer in the city, back of my neck, dirty and gritty. And this also contains the song Nashville Cats, which is now super popular by the band The Traveling McCurries and Del McCurry and the boys. So this is one of her albums, The Hums of the Lovin' Spoonful. Just look how happy they all are, except for John Sebastian in the corner. He's like, you guys aren't listening to me. That's
What?
not what I did. Wrong key. All right, anyway, Hums of the Lovin' Spoonful. And it's on Kama Sutra Records. Now it's in your head, bouncing around. I can already see the song bouncing in your head.
No, the song next to me. I'm not going to say nothing. I'm not going to name the albums. Let's people say what the album is.
I can't hear that.
That's the backside. That's the front. What album is it?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I wish you weren't where you are, though. I wish you were here.
Funny. Yeah, Pink Floyd. Classic cover. I forgot the synopsis of the artist, and there is a theme for each picture of what it's about. And there's a lot of documentaries lately on David Gilmour and Roger Waters and Pink Floyd, and how intellectually smart they were, and how, well, obviously, and how they didn't really get along too well.
Jeff Singley says, the best of Charlie Pride has Charlie on the cover. Well, I hope so. Speaking of people on the cover of albums, my next album features an artist by the name of David Frizzell. You might also know as Lefty Frizzell. He wrote quite a few songs. He wrote the song, he wrote a bunch of songs. He ran for president a few times as Lefty Frizzell. Isn't that the same David Lefty Frizzell? Isn't that who that is? But the album features a song called I'm Gonna Hire a Wino to Decorate Our House.
He's a pitcher for the Cardinals, I think. Lefty. Right?
Yeah, he thinks it's funny.
Look at his ring. Knock you out. Mama's gonna knock you out, man.
Ring he's felt up. Yeah, that's a big pinky ring. He's gonna have arthritis in the hand carrying that ring around. Lefty Frizzell, David Frizzell. Yeah, he says, I'm gonna hire a wino to decorate our home. And there's another song here called Maybe There's Love After You, After All. Good old country albums. We got a country album collection.
Yeah, we're gonna have it. Okay.
We're gonna have fun. This is our show. It's just about.
I know.
Fun.
There, no hurry. No. Patrick made us a bunch of stuff. Okay, another album with no.
I had that last week.
Damn it! All right.
Go ahead, show it. You can show it and tell me why you like it.
Did I really do it last week?
No, I did it last week or 2 weeks ago. Go
Well,
back.
2 weeks ago. What's the difference? 1 or 2? People don't remember 2 weeks ago. All right. I love Boss Gags. Very underrated. Another a lot of these albums I actually ate here. I'm gonna go with this one real quick. I love the covers. They're very simple. They're iconic by the words of. You don't have to say anything. There's no words on it, but you remember that if you like music and you're old like me.
Now,
Supertramp, Supertramp, Supertramp.
if you can go back and find the weeks in which these albums were already shown,
Well, Michael J. Fox said we can go back in time, right?
um,
Orson G. Wells, Gilligan. No, go ahead. I don't think all those did, but
one
yeah.
starts off with a picture
Sometimes I do wish we going back in time. I do believe sometimes.
walking down the railroad tracks with your guitar case. Glenn Campbell. Hey, little one. Hey, little one. I like the look of. I just like the look of him with the guitar on the front of the album. Just looking at that Billy Strings face. Billy Strings and Glenn Campbell have a lot in common. The way they pick and play their guitars. Glenn Campbell was a maniac, monster guitar player.
Yes, he was. If you really, I watched him. Billy is something. He's on the lake fishing, maybe watching the show.
Capitol Records, the old Rainbow label. I love that too.
Mm-hmm.
Really might be watching the show. I doubt it, but maybe. I talked to his management this week and told him that we still want him on the show, but I tried to entice them all with it was being our 50th show, and nobody bit. Like it was a bad week for fishing for guests, but
I'll find out where he's fishing. I'll stock the lake. Maybe he'll come out. This cover, yeah, okay, and just the insert. If you really look at all the paperwork, there's a crossword puzzle. There's paper in there. There's cartoons. There's advertisement. Look at that.
yeah, that's a lot of work. That's a cool project.
Look at that. That is look at that.
That'd be the kind of project where I would be like, "How much you gonna do my album cover for?" And I'd say, "Oh, a few $100." Then they'd be like, "All right, well, it's gonna have a whole newspaper inside of it."
Amazing. I mean, that shit ain't happening nowadays, John. If you did, it'd cost an arm. Look in the back, and this is me. I like this. I never got to read it. I got a couple of them from my friend Tom Harmon. He brought a bunch over to probably scratch if you paint it. But that's some pretty cool stuff.
Now, last weekend I was out. I was talking to some people, and I was talking about.
Where'd you go?
I was at a festival. And I was
Where?
Talking about the song Aqualong. Who sings Aqualong?
These guys.
Yeah, and nobody around me knew. This is one of the records I picked out tonight. Was this one? We've shown it on the show before, but I want to show Aqualong again because these kids did not know the song Aqualong. They never heard it before. I was singing.
Well.
I even been Omar and these guys. They had never heard the song before. Aqualong.
Omar?
One of the coolest rock songs of history about a really creepy subject. This guy, Aqualong. He sits on Park
Jethro
Bench.
Tull is really not his name. It's
Little
Ian
girls
Anderson.
are bad intent. In the back, he's eating a dog end.
Mm-hmm.
He's got an animal with him though, so he has a pet, and the inside is just this horrible montage of artwork. We looked at this last week. I think this was on the same show as Scramble, but anyway.
Hey, I showed that last week. You can
I think you already showed Thick as a Brick too, but I'm not.
No, I showed the cover because it was classic art. Scramble Campbell, yeah, that's right.
Anyway,
He was on our show.
the only reason I showed it is because people had not heard Aqualong. Go listen to Jethro Tull, Aqualong, Nothing Is Easy, Teacher. Get their jams in your head. Thick as a Brick.
One of my favorite sleeper albums is Songs from the Woods.
Yeah.
I love that. Let me bring you some. I mean, it's Irish, but it's just me. I remember putting the Jensen coaxial headphones on and listening to that over and over and over, and very classical. XRT brought. Okay.
Got that one in the collection for sure. Who? You go next, and I go last, I guess.
Do I have more? I think I whizzed by a couple. All right. We have. Maybe I didn't do this one. This one's hanging wild. Did I do Foghat?
I don't know, man. Foghat's cool. You can do that every week if you want to. Is that got slow ride?
Going to the city. Got you on my. Look at the cats, just chilling like a villain.
Foghat was pretty cool.
I got to see him 5 times with all 4 guys in this planet. Lonesome Dave and the boys. Got to see him back in the day in the era of pure rock and roll. No I want to say machines and raw rock and roll. Four Cats up there. I call it Four Cats up there rocking. That was my thing. I mean, there's no right and wrong answer. That was my thing. I dug it. That was Foghat.
So this album was recorded in a castle. Yeah, in England, I think, probably by this gentleman right here.
You. First big rock concert that I seen was Peter Frampton.
This is not Frampton Comes Alive. This is just Frampton. But this, Baby I Love Your Way and Show Me the Way and stuff like that is on this album. Apple of Your Eye, Penny for Your Thoughts.
Comes Alive was one of the most. It still is a great album. I think it was his birthday recently.
I love the records that have this nice ring on them. The album's been there for so long. It's been shoved in so many record collections and pulled in and out so many times it's worn off the circle. I love that. Here's the castle where it was recorded.
The Castle Theater in Bloomington? Cool.
That's the Castle Theater in Bloomington. It's a replica.
Wow, let's go.
Apparently they have live music there where people go in and dance together and drink beers and have fun. It's amazing. So that was kind of a segue. Those guitar players, I picked Glenn Campbell and Peter Frampton.
Well, don't blow it all because we're doing A to Z later of our favorite musicians.
But I think our guest is actually already waiting. I told him 4:20. It's 4:19, folks. So we got 1 minute to.
Well, you got to let him.
I'm
1 minute.
I make him wait a few minutes.
Okay, whatever. You control the buttons.
4:20, folks. 4:20 in America.
You know what that means? Holy guitar section.
Intro music takes longer than I thought it would. Hey, there we go. Anyway, Eric, how are you, buddy?
Very good, my friend. Bill, how are you?
Hello, Eric.
Nice to see you, fellas.
Good to see you.
Thank you, thank you. It's good to be seen.
Wow, look at that spread, man. I tell you what.
Yeah, it looks like a pizza with a beautiful topping.
It's a beautiful topping.
Guitar pizza.
Well, I needed a place to quarantine for a year, so here it is.
You guys don't know who Eric Lambert is. Well, let me tell you a little bit about Eric. He's a heck of a guy. He does guitar. He's a guitar maniac, we're going to say. I met him when he was in a band called the Hen House Prowlers, but he played with so many people since then, as just Eric Lambert and friends, and so much stuff. I mean, he could tell you more than this, I know. His history goes back before I even started. Yeah, Eric Lambert, folks.
Thank you, everybody, for having me. What a nice surprise to be invited. Appreciate it.
Well, our 50th show. Had to make it kind of special. I haven't seen you in so long. It's been, and heck, nobody's seen you in a while. We all been kind of doing our caveman thing. But man, it's good to see you. And look at them guitars. My goodness, I still can't. That's gonna take me a minute.
Well, those are the ones you can see off behind me where I've lost a light bulb. There's another, I don't know, wall and a half.
That is your collection. That is not a guitar shop.
No, this is my
Wow, that is
my life, actually.
wow, Eric.
You have to dust a lot.
Well, I dust, but I don't dust as often as you might think. Or maybe I do dust as often as you might think. A woman might think, I know how often he dusts. Not very often.
I have a guitar sitting next to me, and I have one on this side too. And this one over here hasn't been played in a while. I looked at it today, and it's like kind of shamed me a little bit because it's got a little dust buildup on it, and I have to get the rag out and wipe her down. And
Yeah, I walk through here and I look at some of my old Les Pauls, and I think, oh my God, what am I doing?
Do you have names for all of your guitars?
I don't have names for all of them. I have names for a lot of them. This is Big Fancy. This was built for me by John Ressler, and her name is Big Fancy. Big old dreadnought, and she's fancy because, she's fancy.
look at that back. That's cool.
She's got a lot going on. See her Cody back and sides, and a 3,000-year-old Alaskan spruce top.
Wow.
That John purchases wood all over the world, really, but I guess he has a relationship with a fella in Alaska. And and this spruce tree was discovered underground during a construction project. You know, it had been felled and it was buried. And it was carbon dated to be over 3,000 years old. So it's really kind of interesting. It's not colored at all.
No, I like that color. It's
Tree fell. It had no idea that someday it would ring out them pretty tones, and those nice G rounds, and those things that you do, and it had no idea that tree went fell. And now look at its purpose over time. Humans do some good stuff from time to time. That's pretty amazing, right there.
I have two guitars that John has built for me with the same top, and he's built several more. They're floating around somewhere. So this was naturally colored by the earth, by the soil.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't copy that. There is no paint for that color. No.
Exactly. There's no paint for that.
That's a great. That's
You
a
know,
great.
a long time underground. You know.
So what have you been up to, man? Other than sitting at home playing guitars, you been busy with anything lately?
Playing a lot of guitars and developing an online teaching clientele, which I've really come to enjoy a lot. I still have some folks who visit me one-on-one, and of course people are becoming a little more comfortable with that,
Yeah.
you know, as of late and into this near future, and finishing a record, which was pretty much done, we thought, last spring. And then, of course, all the shows were canceled, and we put the record on hold. And of course, since then, I've written more tunes, and you know, so now what would have been released last year has changed a bit.
That'd be like me painting and then like getting ready to do a show, but having to sell paintings I did a year ago. Even though I was painted for a whole year since then, and things have changed so much, and you evolve and you grow with your music. You know, yeah, that's a little abstract, so to speak. You know.
Yeah, and who's the same today as they were a year ago? Particularly this kind of year, you know.
No. Yeah.
It's pretty interesting.
It's going to go into almost 2 years, pretty much for some people. Yeah, and it's. I can imagine the catalog of musicians and writers of music. How many CDs can you put out, Eric? 3, 4?
I mean, I put out, my goodness. I'd have to sit down and work that out. There's a lot of tunes going around, a lot of instrumental songs going around.
You know, Red Fox had like hundreds of albums. Back in the old Red Fox, the comedy days, they were recording everything he did, and every time they would record, somebody would release it somewhere. He doesn't even know where most of them are.
Yeah, right.
Interviews I watched, but there was over 100 albums that Red Fox released. You can release a lot of albums.
Yeah.
I remember the old International Amphitheater days when we would buy bootleg records, you know, out in front of the venue. The record,
Yeah, Eric, I
would be all white, you know.
saw quite a few good concerts at International Amphitheater in Chicago. Quite a few.
Oh yeah.
Great sound.
Yeah, getting back to concerts would be real nice. You know.
I remember hanging on to a lot of those stubs, and you know, we were seeing the best in the world for $6.50.
Right.
Yeah. Some of the ticket stubs. Yeah. I mean, it yeah.
Probably walking up to the gate and buying tickets too for that stuff, and yeah, paying
Yeah,
admission.
many times you could just walk up.
Yeah, paying admission. More. No. So you know, look at all them guitars. Phil, you got any questions for old Eric here? You ain't seen him in a while.
Well, me and Laura were talking earlier about, you said Eric was coming up, and when we got back in the day, 9 years ago, that's when I first started going into the local music festival scene. And Eric Lambert, and anything that Eric touched, from the Hen House to Eric Lambert and Friends, was a big thing. We had to go and check that out. That was the thing. From I do believe played at Summer Stomp and various festivals, Nippersink, maybe Whippersnap or whatever. I remember doing some artwork before I did albums that said Eric Lambert and Friends. I still have a piece of wood that says Eric Lambert and Friends. And I remember that, and it was good times back in the day. It brought back fond memories of good times. So,
Lots of fun, all of that was. Just great fun.
Yeah. and more fun to come as we get through this and get my next shot and whatever, and we get the rest of this stuff done, and we get back on the. There's more
Eric plays Frankfurt. Eric also played at. Probably the last time I see you play live.
Only 7 years. 7 years I played Frankfurt.
Yeah. They got a date set for next year already.
Yeah, they do. 22. 7 years I played Hartford. In one iteration or another, you know.
Eric, would you like to play something for us? A new song or anything you like for?
I'd love to. I'd love to.
It's your turn to.
I wrote this during the summer, of course, and I was promoting the video yesterday that my friends Phyllis and Jack did such a wonderful job on. Mindy Monroe Productions, they're called. And, Shar and I were sitting on the couch, and she looked at me and she said, "Man, is Mother Earth angry?" And, there's a song in there, oh boy. So it goes something like this. Mother Earth has had enough. We've taken all she'll give. We broke her heart, she got tough and changed the way we live. There's no amount of money that can satisfy the cost. We finally pushed her way too far, and what we knew is lost. She'll be here forever to care for you and me, if we show her respect and love and set aside our greed. She had to teach this lesson, and as much as it may hurt, she knows that it's for our own good. Her will she must assert. Now we can learn from our mistakes, or insist have our way. Kick and scream and stomp our feet, be the mischief of the day. She'll be here forever to care for you and me, if we show her respect and love and set aside our greed. From the fires in California to the quake in Kathmandu, the tornadoes in Music City, she's angry, yes, that's true. The devastation in Puerto Rico and the flooding across the plains, to a worldwide fatal virus, leave only us to blame. She'll be here forever to care for you and me, if we show her respect and love and set aside our greed. I remember watching baseball in the bleachers in the sun, with 30,000 screaming fans. Those afternoons were fun. And I remember hearing music and dancing on the lawn. I cherish those old memories. What we did then is gone. She'll be here forever to care for you and me, if we show her respect and love and set aside our greed. She'll be here forever to care for you and me, if we show her respect and love and set aside our greed. Mother Earth has had enough. We've taken all she'll give. We broke her heart and she got tough and changed the way we live.
It's really pretty. Wow, that's a great song.
Thank you, Eric.
The
Thank you.
feedback over here is positively wonderful. People from all over the place are saying how wonderful it is. From Visalia, California, Decatur, Illinois, even Joe Peel chimed in and said, "Wow, Eric Lambert, this is phenomenal. Great work. Thank you."
Oh, man, thank you.
That sounded really good, man. That's the best quality sound we've had on the show yet, Phil.
Yeah, it definitely was. I went to. I hear you upstairs when I go upstairs or to the men's room, and it sounded fantastic. But it sounded like a combination of a Johnny Cash voice and a George Harrison. I don't know.
Sound like Eric Lambert.
Interesting.
Oh, it was Eric Lambert. I do believe that. But I caught a twang of a little of both, if that's okay.
I think we categorize everything in the world, but just that.
Yeah, everything's A to Z, point to point.
On that thing, man. Look at him zooming in and out. You doing that on Zoom?
Yeah,
Am I on a Zoom?
I've got a little app that
Whoa. You know how to do it. No. I've done, Eric, I've done Zoom 50 times and 50 shows. That's it. I've not Zoomed with, no, that's it.
We did like 54 times because a couple nights we did it twice.
Okay, you're getting technical now. That's right now. Yeah.
You know, a year ago, I downloaded this thing and tried to figure out what was going on.
Have you got to
I use it every day, man.
have you gotten to meet any of the gentlemen on your pictures behind you?
Oh my!
I see Eric. I see Jimmy. I saw BB King and
Jerry's in the far corner. You can't quite.
okay, we can't see him.
But I did not meet Jerry. I did not meet BB. I did not meet Muddy Waters. I did not meet Jimi Hendrix. I've yet to meet Jeff Beck, and
Oh, I didn't see Jeff. He's one of my favorite guitarists. I've get to see him a few times, and he's just
But we met them because of their music. They made us who we are because of their music. I mean, folks like Jimi Hendrix. And,
yeah. I get to meet Muddy Waters a few times.
okay, that's fantastic. Most
Yeah, I mean-
fortunately, I didn't get to meet Dwayne Hall.
Well, yeah. But as a musician, do you want to go see other musicians? It's like when I played sports. Do I really want to go see someone else play sports? I like to play sports. I don't like to go see someone else do it. Do you like to go see other musicians play?
Well, I do. I have to say I've been around the block some, so I've met most of the cats that I wanted to meet. You know, once I met Tony Rice, that left me pretty comfortable in my quest to meet all the greats. You know.
Well, I think the way you play and the way he plays, just that finger style of yours is, Tony is amazing. Yeah.
Absolutely. And such a huge influence. You know, I was an electric guitar player for 20 years, made a living at it for 20 years. And then I heard Doc, and that floored me. And then I heard Rice. Even before the Grisman album, I heard him on a Ricky Skaggs record. And I just thought, what the heck is that? And then, of course, I discovered him on Grisman's first album. And then I thought, God, do I want to do that or what? And then that's when I changed my direction.
Yeah. I've not seen you with an electric guitar before, I don't think. I've always seen you with an acoustic guitar, but I know your history goes back quite a few years into different kinds of music and played with lots of different kinds of bands. I know for sure. You told me that before. What was your first band you were in?
Oh my goodness. I think it was a band called Iron Horse. Of all things, where do people come up with names, right? Well, we came up with Iron Horse. And we were doing tunes by the Guess Who and tunes by Creedence and stuff like
I
that.
want to go see Iron Horse. That sounds like a badass band, man.
You know, we were pretty good for 13-year-olds.
They'll be at Frankfurt Bluegrass Festival next year. Iron Horse.
We're putting the band back together, man.
Let's put the band back.
No, that's fun. That's cool. You've had a history with music. Music is always so important. Part of what we do when we do our show is how much we love music and how just how good of an effect it's had on us all these years. I mean, that's something I can always go back to, and I'm ready now to go back to it again. Um, just for
I
the
watched
nature of it.
watched a movie last night about four guys, and like 20, 30 years later, they're married and they want to get their band back together. I think I fell asleep to the end. I'm intrigued to watch the ending, but you never know.
Intrigued by what
I
is
think
it?
it was called Iron Horse, actually, and Friends.
And
Oh
you know,
boy.
every good memory that I think back on, like other than the birth of my children, was all music related.
Yeah.
It was all music related. Trips that I took, shows that I played, people that I met, fellas like yourselves who I've met along the way, playing music, great people, creative people like John, creative people like yourself, Phil. I still have, what, 6 LPs in the house that you painted with my name on it, which is just like the highest compliment ever.
And it's all about you, Eric. It's about the musicians. It's a win-win.
Yeah, we really want. It's easy for us to be able to do that because we want to be part of the music as bad as we are, and you guys bring us in and let us help, and it's stuff that gets. You just been going to a couple shows and sharing a little bit of artwork. It keeps us all in one big group of creative people.
It's true. And of course, John did a CD cover for us.
Oh yeah, I still make comments about that one with the boat on it and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Make comments about that one from time to time. It's still out there. You keep see it surfaces every now and then in front of me somewhere.
And that was just a great work of art. We were all so thrilled.
Well, I appreciate that. Chris Johnson says his guitar player that he picks is Roy Buchanan.
There you go.
And he said Leo Kottke too. Yeah, those are good picks.
I got to see Leo Kottke, but Tony Rice. Unfortunately, sometimes when you don't get to see so much music, unfortunately, when they pass, then you retrospect and listen to it, and you go, "Wow, why didn't I back
So,
in the
so
day?"
I got a bootleg CD given to me, and it was Norman Blake and Tony Rice. And it was Tony Rice had already kind of lost his voice. He was going through that period of time where he couldn't sing.
At the coffee house in Charlottesville.
I think so. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, Charlottesville. That sounds about right. Yeah, it was a nice recording though. And I got turned me on to both those guys at the same time. I didn't know who each one of them was though, because I was listening to the audio recording. So I thought maybe that Norman Blake looked like Tony Rice and Tony Rice looked like Norman Blake if I looked him up a little bit, Because I listened to that recording so many times, I had no idea their significance. Then later on, as I was introduced to John Hartford and the Airplane Band, and of course everything Tony did, and then go back into his catalog from before, his voice and his incredible playing. That became a big part of my musical history.
Yeah, I'm intrigued to go see my folks. Don't get to see them because of this thing that's going on, and I do believe, and I'm almost sure I'll talk to my dad on Sunday, who turned me on to music back in the day. He liked classical and Neil Diamond, but I do believe we saw Tony Rice 40 years ago. 30 years ago, I do believe so. We see my father took me to a lot of things when I was younger. And I don't want to go. I do believe Tony Rice was one of them back in the day, with a lot of
The stuff we protested when we were kids. It was
right. I don't want to go.
Sure.
I don't want to eat grilled onions. Oh, they're good now.
My
I mean,
parents
just
took me to the Grand Ole Opry,
Sure.
totally against my will. I
yeah.
was I was that kid who was, saying they're kidnapping me, they're taking me against my will.
Grandma and Grandpa forced me to watch Hee Haw. Are you kidding me? I couldn't. But now I look back and that was awesome.
No,
Yeah.
I saw Roy Acuff
Yeah.
while I was sitting there, acting like a jerk. I saw Roy Acuff.
Right.
It was
Yeah,
amazing.
I watched some of the Hee Haw reruns about the music, just the musical parts. Holy Maloney! I mean, yeah. hmm
Yeah,
I don't know how to play a lick. I know both. Obviously, you do, Eric, and I don't know, but it's still. I'll leave it all to you. If you want to play another song, you may do whatever you like. We have 14-hour show tonight.
There's no structure to our show other than it starts.
I just back off. I'm still watching you guys. I have a mirror and I'm listening. So
Our guest Eric Lambert is in the studio with us tonight, so to speak. And Eric, we appreciate you coming in. Check it out. What you got, bud?
fortunately, I was able to get back into the studio last week. After John had shut the doors for months, he was only taking like mail-in projects, mastering projects, mixing projects. And of course, this song now is 6 months old. But we got to record this finally. Myself and the lovely Shar on harmony vocals and the amazing maestro Don Sternberg on mandolin. Song about John Lewis. Born a sharecropper son, Alabama, fought a nine-mighty fight for mankind. Stood tall on the bridge there in Selma, didn't back down from speaking his mind. Was arrested and beaten, rose up again, laid his life on the line to be free. He was there when colored people won the right to vote, made good trouble for you and for me. John Lewis, an American hero, is alive in my memory today. Like a beacon, he's standing there saying, let's all get in the way. He was honored and elected to Congress, and he served there for 17 terms. He was awarded the Medal of Freedom, an award he so proudly had earned. Was the champion of nonviolent protest, a lesson he learned from Dr. King. He was admired by members of both parties. He implored them to do the right thing. John Lewis, an American hero, is alive in my memory today. Like a beacon, he's standing there saying, let's all get in the way. People have finally awakened. We saw George Floyd get murdered in the street, a crime that's been going on for decades. Its acceptance is becoming obsolete, and the cities are alive with cries for justice and awareness. John taught us with love. The man was a giant, strong as Goliath, peaceful and gentle like a dove. John Lewis, an American hero, is alive in my memory today. Like a beacon, he's standing there saying, let's all get in the way. John Lewis, an American hero, is alive in my memory today. On a mountain, he's standing there saying, let's all get in the way. Let's all get in the way. John Lewis. Let's all get in the way.
Thank you, Eric and John Lewis.
Writing those lyrics, man.
That is so clean. That guitar, that voice. Wow.
Yeah.
Is it live or is it Memorex? It's live.
I can't remember X.
Wow. I've still
that was beautiful, Eric. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. I was going to say, I still have thousands of hours of Memorex.
Yeah, I can see a big case right here in the room with me that I don't get rid of all my old bootlegs and stuff, my old tapes, man.
Yep, those XL90s.
Yeah. Oh yeah, exactly. I can see a stack of those. There's plenty of those around. I love them. It's funny, all that stuff's available online, but I love popping the old tape in every now and then.
Isn't that something you can find just about every show in your collection?
Yeah.
Online.
Yeah.
That version of it.
You know, I paint on vinyl records, and I'm a collector of records. I don't paint on good vinyl, and people give me records and record stores and stuff. Now I'm at the point where I only can paint on certain vinyl. The flimsy ones I cannot paint on because the chemical reaction doesn't work right. So they got to be medium thin. I have about 20 milk crates of albums that I cannot use that I must get rid of now. And it's very sad.
Oh, I'll be right back.
It's hard to pass on that old technology.
She's in bed.
I know, but they're unusable for even me now.
Yeah, yeah.
So now what happens? I regret. I mean, on Amnesty Day at our garbage collection, they're gonna go, and I after helping the before they went, I did something with them. Now they're gonna go.
Think about having a garage sale, putting them out on a table out in the garage.
There's no sleeves. There's no sleeves. No, they're just the album itself. And there's a lot of good stuff. There might be a scratch, but there's so many of them, John. I've been blessed for a lot of record stores and friends to give me, and I tried to save them as long as I could because most people wanted to get rid of them, and I took them. But if the covers got mold or anything, I throw the cover away instantly. And I have the album. I have thousands of albums that are great condition that have no cover because the cover was screwed up, but the album's in mint condition. All right, I'm rambling.
Well, you know, that begs the question of they're recyclable in some way.
Excuse me?
Are they recycled?
Are they recyclable in some way?
There could be some way.
Otherwise,
Anybody need
like
any?
landfill city, right?
Somebody suggested to make bowls with them. Remember, like those melt bowls where you melt them over with the coffee can or whatever.
I have 20 milk crates. You
1,000
ever pick up a milk crate full of albums? It's deceivingly heavy.
record bowls.
Oh, I've done that. One of my first festivals, I
Build a
do
house?
believe.
Did you insulate a house?
Yeah, it's a chemical. I don't know. There's many things, come on, pick them up for free if you want. I've done it by accident. John Herford albums do melt in the sun, correct, John?
Yes,
they do.
they do. The sun-
Yeah, I left about 20 of them in the sun, and they all warped and melted at Nippersink Music Festival. And I went back, and I went, oh my God, I was a rookie. And Eric Lambert, you were probably there. Anyway, they warped and melted, and they looked pretty cool. I sold them all. Anyway, don't leave the albums in the sun unless you want to make a bowl out of them, which I have done.
More like a Salvador Dali painting. So you got the
I have albums in my yard, in my garden. I have garden albums. If you don't want them to melt, you could leave them in the. I have them through the winter. If they're not in the sun, they'll last a lifetime. But if you want them to warp,
a question I always ask all my guests here is, Eric, when you were little and you were young and your ears were still just turning on, what was the first song you remember?
I forgot how to play it exactly, but that was the intro to I Think We're Alone Now by Tommy James and the Shondells. And then I learned
we're
that
alone.
slide, that big slide. Then I thought I was cool. Yeah. Children behave.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a huge collection of all that classic music, and boy, oh boy.
I have early memories of listening to the radio at my grandma and grandpa's house when I was a kid, or early enough to just hear that. What's that? It's the radio. They told me, what was playing on it, And that's why I always ask everybody that question because it's an early memory that starts our whole journey in this musical game, And then if you like something you hear, like a song, and you wonder why they made it a song, or if you think about the lyrics, or if you chase down the ability to play it, or it just makes you listen to the next song. That's music is so powerful in our lives. It's something that we always have, Hopefully we always get to have it, one way or another, live or memorized.
Yeah, after the show.
I remember hearing that, and I listened every day. And this is no made-up story, and it was true in a lot of people's lives, not just mine. But we have those little transistor radios, man. And you could fit them under your pillow at night, and you could listen to like the late Larry Lujak show.
All night long, Eric.
And that's when you started hearing tunes by Steppenwolf and Iron Butterfly and stuff like that, and I couldn't get up for school. I'd been up all night, you know.
The best shows were like Sunday night at after 10. You know,
These little things that
you have
little radios under your pillow. WLS 89, Larry Lujak.
Yeah,
And
and there were like two stations until,
right,
until I got hit with those FM kind of what
right.
called. I mean, they were DJs, but
Well, yeah,
they
you
were
got Chicago radio then, Eric, correct?
yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah.
was.
I
Yeah,
grew up in Chicago.
okay. XRT was mine, WXRT, and then some of the college stations, but it was WLS radio when you
WLS.
had the colored music charts, and they overplayed it and played the songs. You know.
Well, you know what? They played those songs so much that we used to learn them by sitting at the table. He'd come by once, and in about 10 minutes, he'd come by again. And we'd learn those old Wilson Pickett tunes, and the Sam and Dave tunes, and the Temptation tunes, and oh, the Four Tops, Levi Stubbs. Oh, God.
Yeah.
Ah, it was so good.
Yeah, go to Flipside. Have you played at the Old Town School of Folk? Probably more than once. No.
Not since the show I did there with the Prowlers. We opened for Earl Scruggs at the Old Town School, you know, which was all like, you know, you don't get too nervous too often,
Yeah.
but
I think you did.
when you rub shoulders with Earl Scruggs, you know, I was a mess.
I can just imagine Ben Wright's experience during that.
Yeah, he must have been out of his mind. And I couldn't tell because I was out of mine.
Right.
You know, but Earl Scruggs was standing there. Well, you see, my bluegrass experience goes back to the record Will the Circle Be Unbroken,
Yeah.
which I bought waiting in Headwish Records
I remember Edward Records.
because I had read that it was going to be released that day, and I stood there waiting, and my friend Kenny Zurich worked there. And I said, Circle Be Unbroken, dude. And he said, oh, a couple hours. And I hung around the store and hung around the store. And then he walked up to me and he handed me the record because I'd been standing there for so long. It finally came in through the back door, you know. And who was all over that but Earl Scruggs? Earl Scruggs and Vassar was all over it.
Yeah.
And of course the Dirt Band, but Jimmy Martin, first time I heard Jimmy Martin, just all kinds of incredible things. Maybelle was still alive, she sang on it. So when I saw Earl Scruggs, I went right back to that kid who was listening to this record for the first. It was like my friend Dan Sobranik said, you know, we were on the road and we were driving and we were going through the Dakotas and the sun came up and he said, how many times have you listened to this, man? And I said, oh my God, just thousands, you know. And he popped it in the CD player and he said, let's do it again. And we just drove over that hilltop. Ah, what a feeling that was. And there you go. There's those music memories, you know. We weren't playing yet. We were still driving to the gig, you know, Jackson Hole, Wyoming. But there we were listening to that stuff and just having a ball.
I can do a timeline of my life, and I can think about shows I know I was at, and kind of remembering how, like, what happened before or after that show, where I was at in my life. And I can look back at the date and, like, oh, that was 1994? Okay. You know, or, oh, that was 1991? Okay, you know, then I can find out that, you know, I know when I did it, so where was I at in my life during that time period? I can timeline myself back on concerts and certain big events that I got to be part of, you know.
Absolutely.
Exactly where I was, and, yeah, I remember a lot of stuff. Phil, did you ever go to a live music concert?
No. And I'm just thinking there's you know, there's a few that you don't remember or don't remember, but you were there. Very few, but there's trillions of stories of music and experience of music. I grew up in Chicago. I got to see some of the greatest bands of all time. Got to meet a few people. If it's not meeting, but just the experiences from the jazz fest to the blues fest to just the musicians I've met. Yeah. No, I've seen a couple concerts. Go ahead.
Chris Johnson says, his comment says, I got liquored up with Dickie Betts back in '74 on an
Well, I
island.
got a story about Dickie Betts, but I can't say it in there.
I
There's
never-
quite a few I cannot say in there.
He's an interesting cat, Mr. Betts.
Yes.
And one of my greatest guitar influences, and you know what they say about be careful when you want to meet your heroes, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I imagine he was.
Yeah, I got to meet Greg and Dickie at the same time. And, Dickie had all these chances to get the Allman Brothers. He has no inclination to come back to the Allman Brothers. But anyway, I know I got to. Okay. Yes, I met a few people.
And I was in to cover a cool version of Blue Sky by him. Yeah, we did Blue Skies, but in the middle of it, we went to a Grateful Dead song.
Go for it, Eric.
Heck yeah. I mean, I
Go
learned how to play electric guitar from those records.
How can you not love those albums? I mean, I don't care really who you are. That just makes you feel good, those songs.
Allman.
And you know that live at Fillmore East, I still listen to it to this very day, a couple of times a week, and I hear something new every single time.
Yeah.
My favorite con.
That for 45 years.
That 1972 when that was recorded, I think.
71, I believe, was the show.
Yeah.
And Dwayne was gone by August of 71.
My favorite concert of all time was the Allman Brothers at Alpine Valley. But with technology, I like documentaries and watching stuff, and there's a lot of Allman Brothers things. And I have no clue how to play. I don't really know a note, Eric. But to watch Dickie play and the older generation Allman Brothers, you can't get that sound. I don't know how to explain it. See, I got goosebumps right now. That sound of that, what you just did there, you can't copy that really, can you? I don't know how do you do that, but
Well,
what is that? I mean, they need two to copy Dickie, don't they?
So driven into our minds that those little licks, those intros like that. And
I mean, it's that.
yeah, I woke up singing that stuff, you know.
Yeah, there's.
All of that. Gypsy woman told my mama, wildfire was born. Or then you're walking down the street and this pops in your head.
So you got like the blues.
The happiest melody you've ever heard.
Yeah.
The railroad track that's laid underneath the train is the blues, and the train is the southern rock thing. It's like then it's rock and roll, but it's like
We're all living different generations. We might not like the same kind of music. We might like different things. But when you play an Allman, I mean, I can in two notes. I know it's the Allman Brothers. For me, there's certain bands I go, that's that band, and that's one of Allman Brothers. I mean, that's how I dig. Yeah, the Allman Brothers.
I was
And about 75 more bands. But I love
at
music.
the Chicago Theater for their final tour. I think they did 2 nights at the Chicago Theater, and I was lucky enough to get to both of them. But that last night we were there, there were kids, there were folks in their 20s, there were folks in their 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s. I'm sure some of these folks were 70 years old, including the cats on stage, you know. But the Chicago Theater was full to capacity, and every age group was represented. I thought, God, if I could just do that. Wow, what an accomplishment.
Yeah, so I get to see a lot of the bands that go through genres like that. The Dead, Allman Brothers. There's a couple handful of bands that Stones were Kiss. I mean, I get to see them all. I mean, I'm not saying, but from 20 to 80, love that.
yeah. You're 80 years old, Phil.
You know what? I'm getting close, John. You better be quiet, buddy. I'm not going to make it to 100 shows.
The elderly. That's not funny.
Yeah, I got to see Greg Allman, Dickie Betts at College of DuPage, where I went to college, and there's a few stories with Muddy Waters too.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I played basketball with Joe Morganfield, which is his real name's son, and I got to go to Muddy Waters' house and do some things with Buddy Rich on drums and stuff like that. And I had no clue I was a kid. I got a lot of stories, probably, So
I know. I think about that stuff too. Seeing Richie Blackmore,
and one of my faves, Ronnie. Yeah.
not understanding what I was seeing, watching the great Steve Marriott from Humble Pie, and then he was gone. And
I guess I'm sorry to interrupt, Eric, but the only reason I bring up these, not that I want to meet them or get their autograph, which by no means, I want to hear their music. That's what I wanted. That's the kind of music I like. I didn't care who they were. I don't want your autograph. I want to hear your music, and that's the kind of music I like. Steve Marriott, yeah, Humble Pie. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I usually talk too much. All right, John, you're up. Eric, you're up.
I quit, man. You win.
What do you mean you quit?
Oh, where's my check?
You signed a contract this morning. Come on.
I was gonna see if we could try to sneak one more song from Eric out of him because it's been so good to see you today, Eric, and we appreciate you being part of the zone. If you've got another song in you, we appreciate it, and we don't want to ask too much of anybody, but we do love this, and that's why we're doing this, and damn if your sound isn't awesome. So hey.
All right, 2 more songs.
I can do at least one more. That's for darn sure.
That would be awesome, Eric.
It's a variety show.
A few years back, I got called to come up to the city and play a birthday party for the amazing Ethel Polk, and I didn't know who she was, and did a little research and discovered that she was a longtime champion of folk music and Chicago music, and that she voted in the first election that women were allowed to vote in. And I was going to play at her 99th birthday party with several other artists who I held in high esteem, Corky Siegel being one of them. And I was able to do that for 4 years in a row. 99, 100, 101, 102. And bless her heart, she passed away this summer. She just got old, and the COVID got to her, and she just kind of broke down and passed away, And I have a songwriting mentor in Nashville that I talk to on the phone often. And I said, I feel like a writer's block, like I'm experiencing one, And she said, well, write about something that inspires you. And Ethel Polk popped into my head. She was 100 years old and she couldn't see anymore, and she was standing at these birthday parties that friends would throw for her, and people would come in and she'd be greeting them and socializing with them and carrying on, and she was just a little bitty thing, and inspiring as hell, to say the least. So I wrote this tune called I'll Dance When I'm 100. It goes like this, 3, 4. Back when I was growing up, folks told me what to do. Sit up straight, don't be late, don't be a clown in school. We'll teach you how to be a man, grow up and act your age. Not too much further down the road, I learned to turn the page. By the time that I turned 30, I was living the so-called dream. Job and debt, credit cards, that same old corporate scene. So I sold my stuff, bought a van and headed for the coast. Somewhere in Colorado, I poured myself a toast. Said I'll dance when I'm 100, swim the deep blue sea. I'll live up on a mountain, keep my spirit free. Age is just a number, it won't define me. I'll dance when I'm 100. Come on, dance with me. I'd like to play the fiddle, I said to my friend Vern. My man, he said, you're 50 and it's too late to learn. So I went down to the music shop, hung out with Fiddle and Roy. Now I'm playing old Joe Clark, learning Soldier's Joy. Said I'd dance when I'm 100, swim the deep blue sea, live up on the mountain, keep my spirit free. Age is just a number, it won't define me. I dance when I'm 100, come on, dance with me. Reflecting back at 70 with more memories than sense, but I keep on pushing forward, I'm not sitting on the fence. I've got a brand new girlfriend, we love and sing all day. And when we finally settle down, there's one thing left to say. Said I'll dance when I'm 100, swim the deep blue sea, live up on the mountain, keep my spirit free. Age is just a number, it won't define me. I'll dance when I'm 100, come on, dance with me. Said I'll dance when I'm 100, come on, dance with me. For Ethel Polk.
Yeah, nice segue out of me telling Philly it looked like he was 80.
What? I'm almost 80.
Ethel Polk, that's really nice. Yeah, that's really nice. Yeah.
Age is just an attitude.
Yeah, it is.
Sometimes the back says different.
The back says,
No,
A
when
little bit. Well, yeah.
the back is acting up, I just get down and I get quiet and I say I'm perfectly aligned with Source. I am optimum health. I'm free of pain and discomfort, and Source takes care of the rest, man.
Okay. Sometimes, otherwise, I use a heating pad. Thanks, Eric, for the advice.
Thank you much, man.
Thank you, Eric.
I'll try the heating pad next time.
No, I'd rather have your way, and then sometimes I have to use the damn heating pad, Eric. Oh, God.
I thought it was a comedian tonight. Oh my goodness, Phil. What did you eat before the show?
What show?
You eat that food truck again? I told you.
No. No. I can never look at a box of cereal again.
That's an inside joke. It was far too inside. Only inside Phil's head. Maybe.
Far too inside? Yeah, right. Yeah. Willie Nelson.
Well, gentlemen, thank you very, very much.
Eric.
Thank everybody that tuned in.
Yeah, Eric, thank you for being part of what we do. It's an honor for us to see you and be part of your world too, man.
Thank you so much for inviting me into your world today. I appreciate it.
Thank you for letting us into your world for the past 10 years for me. We thoroughly enjoy it, and we will see you for the next 10. And we'll see you soon, Eric. Thank you for coming on.
Well, soon. Thanks much, guys. Take care.
Thank you, Eric.
He's the best guest we had so far. Came in, had great sound, played 3.
Oh, great. No, none of the other guests are going to come on now from the past.
Other guests. I don't have too many other guests lined up.
Well, I started a list, like I told you, if you listen to what I say. That, I started and went to 9, and I go, I'm going to forget somebody, but it's quite impressive.
Hold on, I'm just doing a little cut and pasting here. Cut and pasting. Damn it.
Cut and paste. I still don't understand how to do that. Otherwise,
really easy. I could show you sometime if at your house.
I guess I'm just lazy with technology.
You are?
Yeah, I am. It's called laziness.
No, I think.
But it is. I guess it's a brain lock. You're not from my age group. If you're my age, which I'm not going to tell you, I'm turning old. I think we're all the same way. I mean, we're stubborn in our ways.
We're all existing in it right now. I know that's all I know. There's no before or after.
Well, I don't know, man. I just went and saw Rice Krispies, and I swear that shit is just.
$2. $2. So should we open another package?
I don't have any.
Oh, I got 3 altogether, so I can open another one.
Well, what the hell? You got 3, I got 0. I glad everybody's sending you all this shit, and I get nothing.
It's a guest from a couple weeks ago, Scramble Campbell. You remember that guest, the artist we just spoke to on the phone? We're doing a trade where I sent him a canvas. And
You better share. Okay, I want the shirt so far. We're playing like what is that show? The 3 Doors thing. Yeah.
Let's make a deal.
Yeah, let's make a deal. Wait a minute. I want the shirt. That's the bottom line.
So we just washed the.
Well, you just cut the poster with a razor blade. It's cut now and it's screwed.
We both watched the show, a live performance by artists that we love, Mr.
Is that from Scramble Campbell?
Todd Snyder. We both did a drawing that day.
Yeah, there's no touch now.
I mailed him to him. I mailed mine to him. Holy crap. Okay.
Ooh, you just cut the back of it. Now it's cut.
No, not yet.
Ooh, you're hiding it.
Calendar.
Who is this from, John?
Scramble Campbell.
Wow.
The one and only Scramble Campbell from Red Rocks. He's the live painter.
Uh-huh.
Now a friend of ours.
Laura and Nancy are going to see a band called Camp with a K. And I got something for him. I can't give the secret right in case he's watching.
So, that's
Row 23 to the right. That's where he's at.
Here's his. You're going to sit right and see it.
Oh.
So I'm going to paint on this.
Ooh. That's Todd Snyder's. And that girl's got big breastages.
What do you see?
That guy's smoking. Look at that thing. Look at those. And look at the mushroom guy. Ooh. That's from Scramble Campbell?
Yes, I'm going to paint on it.
And you did it too?
My style. Well, not yet. I haven't painted on it yet. This is just the project is we both draw on a canvas and send them to each other. Mine was less dramatic than this, but yeah, and I think I did mine this way, but now I kind of wish I did it this way, but I'm doing it this way.
That's going to be worth like $7,000.
And then he's doing one of my canvases, and I'm doing one of his. So there'll be 2 paintings that we collaborate on through the mail. So
That is a great idea. Why am I on the show? I'm just teasing. That is pretty awesome, John.
Well, you know what? You reach out to the people you enjoy in life. You find out, first of all, if they're good people. And then if you find out if they're good people, oh, wow, this is really
Well,
good.
the last 3 people I reached out were assholes, so I don't know. I'm just teasing you.
Holy crap, Scramble. Oh, my goodness.
That is a great idea. What is that?
These are like prints of his artwork, the postcards.
Oh, man.
I'll send you some. Well, this one's really pretty. I like that one. You give me 2 of those. You got one of those coming for sure. And then there's like magnets and Red Rock stuff. It's like I've been to Red Rock. Stickers. Whole package.
Let me give you my address here. No.
You need to send him the record. If you send him a record, something's going to happen.
No, Laura and Nancy are going to go and I already talked to him. He's going to get something. I don't have to give him nothing. I don't want anything in return, but some of that shit is dope. But yeah, I need a piece for my wall because I just painted the living room and about to finish the CD rack and get that done. And it's going to be pretty cool. And then I need some artwork, and it's going to be selective artwork. You have 2 pieces up there. I need like a Scramble Campbell piece.
I sent him out some stickers and a coloring book with my canvas. That was
Well, I didn't give him anything, so no. You don't have to give to get. Yeah, I got it. That's all right. That's pretty good. Right on, John. Right on. Do you have ideas for the painting you're going to do?
That's the painting. I just have to paint on that canvas.
But you can do what you want, or the color.
Colors, the design, my art. It'll be my style over his style. So
Yeah, do you have... Okay.
It won't look like that when it's finished.
Don't forget to put my 2 eyeballs.
Oh, it's going to be so fun. Can't wait. I want to do it tonight, maybe. I don't know. Ideas. Scramble Campbell is watching the show right now. Hey, Scramble Campbell, how you doing out there, buddy? Really good to see you.
Hello, Scramble.
So that's an exciting project. So we started with Danny Barnes, the Barnes T-shirt, 2 Barnes, Danny Barnes. He's very literal. And this is the Scramble Campbell original that we're working on. I'm going to do some. That's what it's going to be, Scramble. My style over yours. It's a mixture of like your influences and shapes and things, and it's going to be awesome. Anyway, I can't wait to work on it. Maybe tonight it'll probably be live. We may talk and definitely.
Scramble's watching the show. row 23 to the right. You got a couple things coming in July for my girlfriend and her friend are coming up. It's kind of a Andy Warhol kind of non-Zoom thing, if you remember the gray phone.
I love the non-Zoom thing part. That's the most important part of it. Yeah, I love
I know. I don't think he's real because it's like Todd Schneider's. Have we seen him, John? You do artwork. Is Scramble Campbell real? Have we really seen him? This is not. You have to see him in
I
person.
told him we were gonna get the camera of this video going next time we get him on the show. We'll have him come on.
Yeah, it's like Gilligan's Island. Are they real? They're on an island.
The calendar is perfect timing because it's April and I have no idea what month it is until I look up at the little thing where it tells me. So I need the calendar up there for sure.
I tell by my garden.
Phone, the banana phone.
No, I already got it. It's going to be very. Yeah, I got it.
For a little minute, and I'll just attack it and it'll be done before as soon as I start. That's usually the way it works. I did a collaboration with a guy named Dread Pirate Roberts. He travels around in a van. He does stencil work. He's a graffiti artist.
Who? Salvador Dali? What?
Yeah, me and Salvador, we were just hanging out back in time. I took the DeLorean back to 81, and we were hanging out.
Okay. Yeah, that was bad one. That was bad. I should get over quicker.
Anyway, that's part of the show tonight. That's what we're doing. I sent the link out to one more person. We do have another segment if he decides to come on. He said we'll see. He said he just ate pizza, so whatever that means.
He just ate pizza. What's that excuse? I have pizza upstairs. I got some.
On the show if he's going to be gassy, perhaps, or if there's going to be any kind of.
Like we're gonna smell it. It's like when I go on before our show, I put deodorant on. Who in the hell is gonna smell me? I mean, really.
Well, I think what we're going to work up to
We got A to Z too tonight.
Well, I think we need to talk about sports, but before we do sports,
Wait a minute, you got to always give me a leeway. You just throw it right at me and then I get a minute. It's like clocked.
No time for it yet. No. Sports will be in a few minutes.
We got A and Z to two.
Oh,
Easton's.
You're gonna bring our good friend Easton Bishop in the room.
How do you know he's our good friend? He might be your good friend, but he's not mine. He's a Cardinal fan.
He was there when I was there. He's been a very good dude. As far as I've known Easton, he's been a good guy. He looks a little embarrassed tonight. What's up, Easton? Are you embarrassed? What's happening? Are you shy?
No, I'm not embarrassed.
You should be.
Our friend Bishop, folks, from Springfield area, Illinois. There we call it. He's not from Springfield actually. He from Macomb or from? Where are you from?
Yeah, I'm originally from Whitehall, closer to St. Louis area, but I live in Macomb. I've been here like 10 years.
Yeah. Okay. So he's a Macomite. He's a Macomian.
Yeah.
I just thought we'd bring him in the show tonight. He likes to talk about stuff that bothers him a little bit, you know. I thought
Yeah, he's a character.
a segment on our show.
Yeah.
We had
I am real upset about losing to you and Pig the other day.
Well, that's fine, Easton. Everybody is, because everybody loses me. If you want to play a game of horse or pig, ask Matt Robinson. Everybody gets frustrated when they play me in basketball. So, in that Smash basketball you got, whatever.
Yeah.
It's in my garage. I'm going to paint it just for a trophy.
I found it. Somebody must have freaking.
I thought you popped it in disgust of me beating your ass.
I did not pop it.
$2.
Well, whatever. Yeah. Okay.
Hey, but
That's
who'd
fine.
have
It's
thought
in my
you would've-
garage, and I'm going to do. I don't know. It'll be a
didn't think
trophy
you-
for Sugar Creek.
I didn't think you'd go out there and shoot 75% from fucking three-point land, Phil. God damn, you were shooting the lights out. Jeez.
Dropping the F-bombs. He put $2 more in our swear jar, folks. Our swear jar is sponsored tonight by Easton's Coors Lights.
Easton, Philip Scott game.
All right,
I know.
watch your butt.
Well, you have to be cocky to play the game, otherwise you're going to lose.
Got you.
So, folks, right now we're going to get into a real quick segment here we call...
All right, we're going to do sports, Easton.
Yep, let's go.
All right, hold on. Let me get my notes.
Okay, well, the show started.
When?
Right
Okay.
now.
Hey, what's going on in sports, Easton? You like sports a lot?
Yeah, you want me to start?
Yeah, we'll just ramble. Go ahead. We're in no hurry.
Hey,
John's.
so last night I watched the Mavericks and Lakers game, which was really interesting. I watched the whole thing. But the night before, did you see that Embiid full court shot?
I did. The rebound and shot. You know how far it went down?
Wow, I can't believe that. Even though he missed that might have been the best shot of the year, and he missed it. Yep.
It was. It was just incredible. Yes, I did see that. Yes, I did.
Man.
Yeah. You know what I don't like about the NBA right now? All these players are sitting down all the time. And the rest period. How'd you like to be a season ticket holder and you want to go see somebody? Back in the day, every guy, Michael Jordan, they played 82 games. Now they play like fucking
Put
bunch of
another quarter.
pissing me off.
But
Yeah.
it's not what you like, Phil. It's what you hate that they sit all the time.
Well,
you know what I
that's
mean?
if you liked everything, you have to be what's the word? You have to be rebellious to be liked. You can't be liked to be liked. You have to do something off the edge, like James Harden. That dude is sick. Yeah, James Harden is sick.
He travels a lot.
Well, they all do. The Euro step and a step and a step and a step. Yeah. All right. Hey, the Cardinals are going to be good, but Tony La Russa is still sleeping after all these years. Now he's the coach of the White Sox. The Cubs are on a roll. I think they were smoking somebody today, Brewers. They swept the Mets. Go Cubs. They still suck. I don't know what they're doing. The NFL draft's coming up. Who do you got? What football team do you like, Eason? I know that down in St. Louis they have no team anymore because everybody left.
Pittsburgh Steelers, born and raised here, Phil.
Oh, you're a Steeler guy. Oh, Franco Harris, Steel Curtain. Oh, really? Really. I just gave all my, I was a sports collector of stuff, and I gave all my Steelers stuff to somebody. I didn't know if I would have known you, I would have given you some, but just passed.
I appreciate it.
I'm a diehard Viking fan. I grew up in Chicago. I'm a diehard Minnesota Viking fan. Diehard. And the draft's coming up. Hey,
did you see what the Chiefs did today? They traded 4 draft picks for that Orlando Brown from the Ravens, the best offensive tackle. The Chiefs are all or nothing. They like.
Wait a minute. Wait. What happened?
Believe it. I saw Adam Schefter put it online a while ago. The Chiefs traded 4 draft picks for the best lineman from the Ravens today.
No, are you for real?
Yes.
Yeah, I do. It's funny. I know it's but I do drafts, pools, and stuff like so. It's like when I'm at a festival. You were at a festival, both you guys. Like at the festival, I don't go online or check my sports or my fantasy sports, which I enjoy doing. And like during the show, or like today on a Friday, I didn't do it in the morning. I don't do it. So after the show, I'm intrigued by that because it's going to change the aspect of the draft.
Yeah.
They traded 4 picks for an offensive line. They're going to back up Mahomes.
Yeah, but they were late picks. Like, the Chiefs, since they made it to the Super Bowl, they only had 31st pick. So they traded the 31st pick and 3 other picks.
So who the Steelers going to pick as a quarterback?
Oh no, Steelers don't need a quarterback because we got Haskins.
Ooh.
Haskins.
Oh, Jesus, you knucklehead.
Get him off social media. Let's straighten his ass out. Tomlin can do it.
Eason.
I believe in the guy.
Eason, I need him to fill up me a bowl. Hold on. Take a chill.
She needs a puff of legal marijuana.
Thank you, Ethan.
Eason.
Yeah.
Ethan.
Tony Eason. Tony Eason.
Ethan.
You met him at the winery. We got to give a shout out to Sunshine Daydream.
Easel without the E.
Quiet, I'm trying to give a shout out to Sunshine Daydream playing at Teddy O'Brien's tonight. I'll give a shout out after our sports segment. I got to fill her a here something. I'm right here, Eason. Give me.
Hey, I'll keep going here, Phil. Hey, guess what's unbelievable here?
1 second. Go.
So I'm the same way about
right here. All right, I'm back.
I'm the same way about not having my phone at music festivals, right?
All right,
so we were at Sugar Creek over the weekend, blah, blah, blah. We had a great time. Well, I hid my phone on Friday, so I couldn't have my phone all weekend. So it's time to leave Sunday morning. I go to get everything packed. I take my tent down, get everything packed. I still can't find my phone. I drove home over 4 hours. Thank God I know Illinois. I was able to make it home from southern Illinois to western Illinois. And I finally found it Sunday evening when I was unloading the car. Do you believe that? I just fucking took off. I was like, I'll figure it out.
And you owe us $17.80 for the swearing. Folks, is our Ethan Bishop.
Dang it, John.
Sometimes this stuff.
Sometimes I think I have a collar on. We should be a priest and help these kids out. Well, son, you shouldn't drink so much. God damn it!
That's
what he would say. He would say something about Hail Marys and
the stuff we see and the stuff we talk about before the show of what we see. You could
Hey.
record that. You probably did because it's worth gold.
I know
It really is. And
How
then
much is it
after
for
I
the
die,
F-bomb? Was it
then
$1.50? I
no,
gotta
I
write
still.
this shit down.
$1.50 for what? No, you owe us
It's all right here.
$2 more. This is a paperboy in one crazy summer. Or better off dead. I want my $2.
Most people would sit there and type all this stuff in. I put it on pieces of paper.
Well, yeah, you put it on pieces of paper so you can remember. Then what do you do with those pieces of paper?
You know, most kids don't know what paper is.
A big stack of paper.
Well, yeah, the only reason he has a piece of paper because his kid goes to school.
See, there's conniving in the background. I have to get your address.
Oh, that's your artwork. That's not your kids, is it?
Your address after the show. Somebody's asking for it in private. But
What?
I'll have to get your address to you after the show, unless you want to give it live on the air.
Mine?
Hey, so I am gonna see live
Yeah.
music tonight, guys. Live music. Can I do a promo?
No, I'll send it to you in a little bit.
I barely know these guys, but I'm gonna go up to Two Dogs at the Forum. I'm gonna see Duke Orsler. Ursler? Orsler. It's Ursler. And Miles Nielsen. It's a songwriter's showcase.
Wow.
No, it's gonna be high collar. I'm gonna get dressed up for this.
Hey,
No, I won't.
you know, the funny thing is,
I
I did
flash.
Elmar work for both bands, and I got him right behind me. I just looked at him. You should come to Aurora, where I live. I got a Duke Osler and a Miles Nielsen. I have Elmar work back here.
2 for $25.
You know what, motherfucker? I mean, excuse me. That's horrible. You're like my friend Pete Jive. 2 for 45, 1 for 60, 3 for 2. You know, just rambling.
I keep trying. Gotta give me credit. I'm trying.
And you give him back more money than he gave you.
Yeah, I never got to see. It was a Nick Leroy project, and it got canceled late in the season. So I have the Elmar work. I have like 20 from that festival that are incomplete. Duke Osler. So you better put a suit and tie on.
I know, it is a high-class place. No, I'm going to wear the Chicago Farmer shirt.
Dude, you got to wear shoes, dude. You didn't wear shoes at the festival last week, though.
Nah, I don't wear shoes very often. It took me like 3 days for my feet to recover from that one, for the record, guys.
It was cold.
It took you 3 days to find your tent. You kept walking in.
No, I was out of there by 8:30 in the morning, Phil.
Yeah, so is I. Where's your dog at, John? Do you still have it? Yeah. Oh, wait. Yeah. We were told a story. I can't say these stories, but you probably could. Yeah, right.
Scoby?
Yeah.
Is that Scoby? Phil?
Yeah, you asshole. I swear. Never mind.
Come on.
What?
They're making fun of you.
John, I swear I said, John, how do you spell your dog? This is Friday night because I get these dog bones I paint on. I go, how do you spell your dog's name? And I know how to spell Scooby. No, Scooby. I sure it's 10. It's 10. I paint it. I'm painting it, ready to give it to John, and it's too low.
I tried to tell you, you should have left
But-
it. You should have left it.
Scobie can't read anyway, so it's all
You
right.
told me where you effed with my brain. You got me. Payback is a yeah.
Well, let's have a report on Scooby because Jason was there and Phil was there on Scooby's first out-of-town adventure, where Scooby went to.
Yeah. If the dog's a little screwed up, he ate it because there's polyurethane in it right over his cage, and now he's all gone.
It's not the polyurethane. It was the.
No, he's Jerry Garcia.
He is Jerry Garcia. This little dog, he's a reincarnate of Jerry Garcia, perhaps.
I'm not saying, but watch Rice Krispies. Any little crumb like these things by a dog, no good.
No, he didn't do ground scores. He did not do ground scores.
No, these are not. No, these are dog treats. I don't.
He did. Everybody kept asking what kind of dog he is. So we had to look
No,
it up.
it's not a funny thing. I mean, there's a lot of animals and a lot of things that go on. I'm very leery.
It's very
Always.
serious. So everybody kept asking us what kind of dog is he? What kind of dog is he? You know. And he's got this little knuckle in his tail where his tail was broken maybe when he was a baby because his tail.
You've told it was a wolf to some people.
Oh, wait,
I said it was a baby fox. People believed us. That was hilarious.
I had to look it up online to find out what kind of dog he was. I get his I clipped his toenails and got his DNA checked. All right. He's a Midwestern knuckle-tail wolfhound.
I've been to a bunch of dog shows. And
Sheila
I still
said it
don't know
was
what
a
that is.
female. You say it's a male. Now it's some kind of wolf. I think it's like I don't know.
The wolfhound, and they were known for hunting back in the
That looks like a wolfhound to me. It's eating a little toy.
World War
I
II.
mean-
Era. They would hunt the bad guys, and they
A sheep chaser. I can see him running around chasing sheep. Good old Scoby.
You ever seen Benji? This is a miniature Benji.
John Wayne would have shot that dog in 2 seconds.
John Wayne would have petted it. He would have thought it was so cute. Don't talk about my dog that way. Chester's a poodle.
Rin Tin Tin.
But he made for a great partner traveling. He did really good.
How's the weather down there? It's brutal this weekend up here in Chicagoland, but Monday and Tuesday it's supposed to be like 75 and 80.
It's not bad. It's nice down here.
It's gonna be 80 this early in the week here in Western Illinois too.
We'll get cold first, but then we're gonna get it's gonna be nice. It's gonna be summertime in like a few minutes.
How long? Let me check.
Just a matter of minutes, that's all.
Well, if it's my sex life, a couple minutes is a long time here, John.
When you get older, minutes are long. How about? Never mind. You know, I keep painting the I can't afford it, but I keep painting the aspirins blue, hoping it works.
Folks, our good friend Easton Bishop. This is what gets on his nerves. Sometimes he comes on the show and tells us.
Yes.
Did you talk about your neighbor yet, Easton?
No, I didn't talk about my neighbor. He pissed me off the other day, though. Gosh darn it.
I know you told me you shot him, too.
Listen to this. So, I'm walking back from Dollar General. It's like the middle of the week. It's like a Tuesday at like noon. I'm coming back from Dollar General's groceries. I'm looking down, walking through the alley. Hey, first thing he says is, hey, I don't know who you think you are. Some new neighbor that bought this college house. I'm used to college kids living there. They're in and out every 6 months. There's new people there in that alley all the time. But we just bought this house, and this is a private alley, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just looking at him, and I'm like, man, we've been walking through this alley for years. Well, this is a private alley, blah, blah, blah. And the neighbor, he has to park through that alley. And I'm like, how do they park there? And he said, well, they park like that. I'm like, okay. He's like, well, we're going to have this fenced off. And I'm like, well, until then, I took my head down and kept walking. And freaking, they just kept chit-chatting. I don't know.
What did you get out of this story? I have no clue what it meant.
Pissed me off. I'm trying to walk down the road, and people are like, I don't know.
Go get some firecrackers and throw them in the yard and tell me you mean business.
What stranger says, who do you think you are?
It's a private alley. What are you going to do?
Ted Bundy.
Nobody
Ted
can
Bundy.
be expected to know that it's a private alley.
It's not a private alley. I live on that alley. I'm a homeowner, all right?
Yeah. If you don't see the name,
If your driveway touches it, do you own part of the alley?
I think it's like, yes. See, I was describing this to another girl the other day. I said, freaking, if somebody buys your farmland all the way around you, they still have to let you have access to that property. So you have to have an entryway to that freaking property.
What's funny is
yes.
Hey, this is not a lawyer show. This is about music and art and screwing around. No, I don't want logistics. Nuke 'em, John. Nuke 'em right now. Easton, bye. Out of here. Bye. Screw you.
Thanks for coming on the show.
Keep your peace, guys. I'm out of here.
Later.
Maybe
Get him out of here. Get him out of here. No politics. Get him out of here. Western Illinois bullshit.
Hey, it's a private alley.
And I didn't get it what he's saying. A private alley. Well,
we reserved this alleyway for dogs. Get a Scooby minute.
No, he's got a Chester face. Oh yeah.
He's a Scooby Dooby. I'm very lucky to have this Scooby Dooby.
What are you trying to say?
He did really good. Should I report Easton to Zoom? No, I don't report him. Okay.
No. This is all recorded. I mean, as soon as you touch a button.
The government has all of it. It's okay though.
Well, they're recorded. But if you're really concerned about it, then you could be gardening in the middle of a mountain in Montana, which I like to be to a point. Yeah, you're recorded. But it's what it is. If you ain't doing it, there's nothing wrong.
Is it as cute as that can be?
It's a goddamn Alaskan husky. It's gonna grow to be 9 feet tall.
All right, Wolfhound. You want to go a little bit?
Wolfhound.
So we had Easton on the show. We did sports. We're not going to do the alphabet yet. We're saving the alphabet for the very last.
Okay, we'll say, yeah, all right. We're no hurry.
So I have a box.
I can do my nails. Another box. You got 3 I know. Okay, go ahead.
This is from the Big Purple Building in East Nashville. See what it says there? Peace, love, and anarchy in the sunshine.
Is it from the Bernie twins?
Tons of love from Nashville.
Is it from the Bernie sisters?
You got a good memory. Were they from Nashville?
Because I just saw their video because they were on our show. I forgot to put them on our list.
I'm gonna open this box.
Is that from John Seacrest?
Yeah.
It says Seacrest.
Todd Seacrest.
The Bernie Todd Seacrest. I don't even know.
Um,
Is that from the Bernie sisters?
The purple. Oh, don't cut it. Don't cut anything inside.
Purple is my favorite color because I like the Vikings.
Purple Building is where Todd Snyder does his shows from. It's a nice recording.
You know, you keep bringing up Todd Schneider's. I don't
They
know.
work with Hayes Carl. They work with it's a recording studio, man.
I'm gonna get you fired from Todd Schneider's gig because of me, and that's not a good thing. So I won't say his name anywhere. I won't say Todd Schneider's anymore.
I've already had plenty of good experience with him, so I've never opened this box yet. So we're gonna open this up live.
Full blown it. Your dog's in there. You're a magician. Here comes 3 dogs. Sheila sent you the rest.
The dog popped out. That'd be really wonderful, wouldn't it?
Sheila sent you the rest of the puppies. Ooh, what's that stuff?
That's a big bandana.
Wow, that's sharp.
Purple.
I can't do anything with bandanas. I have no hair. I have no nothing. The only thing that goes in for me is boogers.
I've got a copy of the CD here.
What band is this?
Todd Snyder.
Oh, Taj.
First Agnostic Church of Hope and Wonder.
No, this is really.
I have the layout on the CD. Put it all together for him. Little fun stuff there. That's the Big Purple Building. So this is like the stuff that's in this box. I know this is kind of crazy, but like I designed this, which is a frisbee.
Is that a helmet? Oh, it's a
Kind
frisbee.
of impressed with us. So there's my logo work on the frisbee. I put the lettering on that and stuff to make it fit.
It looks 60 retro. I like that. I like that a lot.
You can see there's a T-shirt in here, so you can dress up all. Oh, it's a long sleeve.
That's way too big for you. You're small.
Shirt, long sleeve
I
shirt.
think it fits me.
It's not gonna.
Oh, I like long sleeve too. It's too big for you.
Oh, it's not too big. That's-
Yeah, you're gonna give it to Scooby. Is it?
Wait till you see this one. This one's yellow. Nothing. Nothing on it at all. On the back it says, "Turn me loose. I'll never be the same." I set that up. That's my artwork. So I made
Why
this
don't you tell
artwork.
me about this
Like
stuff?
you're wearing
Why don't
this
you-
shirt, like you. Okay. Well, I don't know. I don't know. I just said send me some stuff. So we got now. In here
Send
we
you some stuff. It's like an Easter basket.
got. Here we got a hacky sack with my logo on it.
See, it is an Easter basket.
Oh, just wait, dude. Just wait. We're not even there yet. Okay. Oh shit. These three go together. We'll save that. For
Is there deviled eggs in there?
These are masks. These are Peace, Love, Anarchy masks for face masks.
Wow, that's a lot of swag, dude.
Yeah, I'm gonna send you one of those maybe, or give you one when I see you. Okay, this is
What's in there?
This is the official
Check.
Todd Snyder First Diagnostic Church. Hope and Wonder.
Grinder.
Right.
It's a grinder. Classic. What do you grind? Pepper?
Tobaccos, you know. And, oh, it's got,
Tobacco my ass.
it's got the good skin in it. So Todd.
That's pretty nice, man. I'll trade you mine. Here, I like purple. I'll give you mine. I'll trade the black one. It's the same size, John.
We can
I'll
talk
trade
about
you.
that at festival or next time I see
Talk
you.
about it. Come on.
So this
Mine's the same. It's the same company.
The next thing in here you gotta have is because you're gonna have the grinder, you're gonna need rolling.
Don't show any candy. Jeff Singley will eat it. He'll eat it before you.
Todd Snyder's First Agnostic Papers of Hope and Wonder. See, I designed all this stuff. There's a banana on the back of it. It
You're rich.
says
No,
fun.
that's pretty. That's right on. Who came up with the color scheme?
Todd and everybody who pitched in on it. It's like a thing.
Did you go to board meeting and meet him?
No, there's no board. There's no skateboard meeting. So I got like the papers.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You don't go to a board meeting. You do it over line.
With the papers and grinder, you're gonna need a.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. How many times have you met? Look at that. It's a tray, dude. What is going on? All bands should have this.
Now listen, if you help somebody in a band for a long time, and even if you haven't met them, it's kind of cool if they take.
Dude, it's been 25 years. You still have not met this guy. I think he is. No, I'm being really. It's so cool, John, that you could do that. It's really nice. I mean, really, that's really.
The most important thing in the box.
That's a lot of great swag. You got vinyl?
6,000 vinyl. And it says, it's got stick. I made the sticker even. I mean, I put all this together. I laid all these things together and put them on there together. The words. The inside is pretty awesome.
You should have a shirt with all his stuff on there, Big Todd Center, and you should have on the back. You have a nice big logo of your signature on the bottom of the shirt. I think that'd look cool. Or up on the sleeve or something like a tattoo. That's pretty dope. A double side. Ooh, it opens up. Everybody's got single albums.
I like it. It's kind of cool dark. I like kind of dark. Just pictures of the band making the album. Todd getting high in the fields. The crew. Then this is not over yet. Hold on, one more thing. Two more things actually. If you pull this out, and it's got the lyrics on it. But they see that the lyrics are gummed at one side, so it's like a rolling paper.
Well, like a Cheech and Chong thing.
And
right there.
Last step, here we go.
Hold on, John. Give me 30 seconds.
I got 2 lighters. I got 2 lighters and no smoke.
It's purple as can be. So there's a purple vinyl, yellow label. It came out really nice, Chad. Wow,
That's a lot of cool stuff, bud.
My good friend Chad Staley is the one who helped me work it with Todd and gave me the opportunity to work with Todd. So any opportunity I get to play with his music and what he does, laying all these words out and all the crazy stuff he wrote, make sure it's all right, and then I can fix it 3 times and change the color of the building and the inside of the photos. And
What is that heavy duty?
it makes me really proud to be part of what he does there. If anybody would like a digital download, there you go. That's how you get the digital download. Only one
Club Submit. It's like wow, it's pretty rad.
Person to go to that website and put in that code, we'll get that for free.
Let Chester stay here.
Right,
wow, that's right on. Yeah, I watched the thing you send me the links and
his music.
I like the church on Sunday, as I call it, and
toy box. We're gonna play frisbee at the next party. And I'm gonna wear this.
That's yeah.
I say just bandana. Yeah, I like my bandanas. My bandanas are my style, kind of. I wear bandanas.
I know. I mean, for a lot of people, I never.
Got cool, like half-tone printing. It's really nice.
That's a nice design. I like that. It's very circusy. Very
Well, it's like a
very it's a 60s. It's an LS the era of that kind of art with the swirly. Very simple. You don't need it to be. Yeah.
So the unveiling is all those things. I put the record right in the sun. I just moved the record and I set it right in the sun. We just had that conversation about why not you should do that.
Well, maybe you shouldn't drink anymore because you're not listening. Don't put the album in the sun, young man.
That one can of beer I drank, it's gonna take me down.
Yeah, nowadays with some of the
That was thank you to Todd Steiner.
Some of the spirits in a beer is 9.7. That's like 3 beers in 1 can. Mm-hmm.
If you want to, listen, here's the deal. If you wanted me to open something on the show, you can mail it to me. I'll open it on the show. Is that how those things get started?
I don't need anything.
That was a fun little mix of things. The painting.
That was pretty awesome.
And that crazy box of shit because.
And it's like going at Christmas and the other, and I don't get anything.
I'll bring you a pack of those. Well, probably won't.
Yeah, I'll give you the wrapper out of the bubble gum. Yeah.
I'll give you the bubble gum out of the cards.
You know what, John? I don't need Jack Doodly Squad. You know what I need is a music festival and see my friends, see some live music. Yeah, cheers. Can't even have a cocktail now.
Cheers.
That is so many. Yeah, cheers. Cheers, John.
All time.
Love you, John. Here's the 50.
So good.
50 more. We'll try. I don't know. I didn't think it. Yeah, we got this far.
We're gonna go until we stop. That's what we're gonna do, folks. I think my grandpa always said, "Man, you're gonna live every day till you died." That could be as many days we get. All you get is that.
I get critiqued by. I'm sure a lot of people have. Don't watch and go. Look at me differently and. But 50 weeks and bottom line, and I go back all the people and how many guests and not just guests, but people watching. I go, so many you guys are watching or this goofiness. And I want to thank John for having me. He put my name first, so I looked at the technicality in case this goes like global or something. The first name gets 65%, so I'm happy. Oh, did I say that? I thought I was. Oh.
We still got $20 in our account.
We'll just put in the kitty. We're even.
It's in petty cash. You just grab it if you need it.
Yeah. Somehow I think I owe you, but yeah, it's a beautiful thing.
We owe each other. It's good that we get to do this.
No, I don't like that word owing.
No, we don't owe anybody. We're indebted forever. No, we're indentured. No, that's not word. We're grateful.
No.
You know what I have right by my desk all the time? This is a stocking that my friend made for me. It says "Have a jamming Christmas." It's a totally awesome snowman at Christmas time. I'm just gonna talk about Christmas because it's not Christmas time, but Phil made this. I used to put money in it, but I think it's got any money in it now. No, I spent it all. I wore it one time, but I needed another one. My other foot was very cold. So you wonder why you just sent me one sock. It's kind of strange.
Yeah, it looked like something I did. Yeah, stuff.
Yeah,
It is my favorite holiday of the year, Christmas. Holiday.
Awesome, man. It's not right now, but cool.
Yeah, I like doing Christmas stuff, but I love the spring, summer, and fall seasonally, but holiday Christmas for me. I enjoy it. I'm getting a lot of great music coming up. Got to what is going on this weekend? It's folk weekend and home weekend, and some shows coming up. Batavia changed its name to Sidecar Supper Club. Yorkville's got a couple festivals. Jim Farmer band called County Line. The County Line is playing tonight. Sunshine Daydream and somebody at Teddy O'Brien's. Mackey's is starting to rock and roll.
Mackey's has a show coming up in June 5th. It's going to be the High Hawks.
Where at?
Mackey's. You can go to that one. See if you can get tickets. I'll tell Bill to give you my tickets.
You got tickets already?
Oh, I did the artwork for it, so I'm sure he'd let me in, but I'll just say I'm Phil.
When was that announced, John?
Go. You should just go anyway. Mackey's, the High Hawks.
I know, but I didn't. John, I didn't see that. Otherwise, I would have.
That's the weekend we're going to be at the
in Michigan.
Hartford Campout. No, Hartford Campout, Michigan. It's going to be we're going to Bean Blossom with all the people who had RV spots for the festival last year because their RV spots are going to expire apparently, and so
all the High Hawks will be at Mackey's.
Yeah, they're going to be at Mackey's. That's
a shit, man. I know who's there. I never seen it, but they're just the individuals, yeah.
From Railroad Earth.
I know. Looked at
Adam,
Vince,
hand grenades, taxi.
Yeah, how many of those gentlemen have been on our show, John?
Just
Adam, Vince.
We should try to get Brian Adams on the show, the bass player. He's got a hell of a good project called the Dead Fish Orchestra out of Colorado.
I heard that.
And they play songs.
I didn't hear about the High Hawks. Are they playing just one night? One soul? They're not playing a little mini fest? That intrigues me.
6-5 at Mackey's Concert by the Creek, Volume 2.
Are you sure it's
6-6 for playing in Springfield on that Sunday?
Are you sure it's announced publicly?
It is now.
It sure is because I go. Yeah, that's funny.
I put the artwork on the poster.
I've got caught saying something that I should announce.
Watching us, the dozen people that are watching us or whatever, that's fine.
Yeah, I'll look into it. Yeah.
Early. Yeah, we'll do all kinds of leaks, man. Prowler got a new album out, I bet you. I'm just gonna guess. John Mayer's gonna keep singing for Dead and Company. Deal with it.
Yeah, it's funny, but yeah. Yeah, High Hawks.
Yeah, the show going by fast. It's like almost 6 o'clock already. That's a good thing, right?
I don't know. I'm not tired. Yeah, 2 hours of Sometimes we could 5:30. Sometimes it's later. We haven't done A to Z yet. I do have to go to the bathroom, which is over there.
We have a musical break.
What can we put on without? I can. Yeah, we could get. All right. I'll be back in 1 minute. The bathroom's right there. Reload. Put on some. You got some music, or I can put on the radio. And then
we can't put the radio on because we'll get booted from that.
Well, what kind of music are you gonna play? Are you gonna play
background? Hey, folks. Phil's got to go pee. So
no, Phil, I don't have to.
Go pee, Phil. And when you're gone, we'll let this music play and we'll talk about you when you're gone. If anybody has any jokes that use the word Phil in a sentence, I'd like to know.
I don't have to pee. I'm just gonna turn orange.
He's gonna be your pants. Oh, Phil, it's okay if you gotta go. I gotta go too. But I went when you guys were doing the sports.
I'm going right now. Let me be.
You can't do it. Can't go while you watch. I got no better friend than Phil Scruggs, you guys. He's a good dude. And I got some great friends. That says a lot because me and Phil we've spent some time together these last few summers, and I hope that he is as happy doing what we're doing as I am. Because it's been a really good time. I'm proud of it. I'm proud of the friendship and all the crazy people that we get to see on the show that get to hang out with us. And yeah, I got the new Todd record. We can talk about that while it's going on because it's exciting. Because I think they came out today, which means I don't think people got their records yet. But you actually put your heart and soul into it. You get the first copy of it, kind of. Not signed or anything though. That's okay. Oh, I didn't need to throw that. Scramble. I got the Todd album. I got the Todd Frisbee. I got the Todd. I didn't get the blanket. Oh, that's the other thing we did. We did a blanket, but I got rolling papers and yeah, Scramble. I thought you might get yours too. You know those guys. I tell you what, Chad Steele is a heck of a guy. I'm gonna give it to Chad Steele every week if I have to because he's an instigator of music and he puts together the amazing bands. The High Hawks we were just talking about. That's his little project there. That wasn't bad, and if you would have went at the beginning of the music would have played the whole time you were gone.
Where did I go?
I think you just went to get a refill or an unfill.
Oh, funny.
Or just Phil.
Oh, I get it now.
Hey, Phil, you're my friend.
Hey, Johnny, you're my friend too.
That was a lot of fun last weekend with all those people. It's a little bit wild. It was very good to be painting in front of people again. That felt really good. I did the painting that's right here above my head over the course of the weekend, last weekend, out in the live world of painting in front of people where they can see me. And man, I get a lot out of that. I got to thank Campbell for that again because he was encouraging of that. And he made influence those things, and you can't change it. Now I can't stop, so I'll be painting wherever I get to go, wherever I get to set up. I'll be painting, hopefully. Ideally, I'm going to get out to Red Rocks one of these times, and we're going to paint together, Scramble, one of those situations, a big giant collaboration or something. What I was saying earlier is I did a collaboration with a guy at the festival last weekend. He did these stencils.
You will remember me, right?
Me?
You will remember me when you get famous, right? My name is Phil. I'm going to give you my social security number in case you forget.
Take it with me. Right?
Well, just in case I got to get through the gate and go, hey, you remember me?
Oh no! Then you'll be turned away at the gate. Sorry.
Well, pretty much.
No, that's not the point of this at all. The point is just the painting, to be able to do what we do and get the reaction we get, and to feel the way we feel when we paint. It's not about famous, man. No, if people enjoy it, it's their own thing. I think it's more about just doing it, the process of painting. I don't even know, like this painting up here. I didn't even know, like I had no idea what it would be. I guess let the day influence me a little bit. There's kind of a creek that runs through it, and.
Well, like I was talking about Eric, it's not being famous. I just bring up who you've seen, and I don't care about that. It's more getting into that vibe, getting into the music, getting into the art in the scene. Not to be a wannabe, not to ask, but just it's all good. It makes me.
Well, Phil, what they have to understand is now it's in my contract that if I get set up someplace, that your space is right next to me.
You have a contract too?
We just signed up for the Happy Trails Music and Art Festival. It's going to be over in Alton area.
Was I supposed to sign something? I'm not going to get sued for anything, infringement.
No, I signed it for you. Don't worry, I signed it for you. I got that stamp with your signature on it. I just stamp on checks. That's where the money goes.
I got that from Dollar General, dude.
That's a possibility. I wouldn't doubt that at all. 50 shows, 50 rocks. The 50 stones of Phil and Jon Zone.
We have 52 because we did 2 half shows. And all originals are right there. We have 52 because we did 2 half Sugar Creek half shows.
Twice we did 54.
So that's 52 rocks.
54 because in the fall we did 2 Sugar Creeks too. We did a Saturday night too.
I don't know. You know what? I need an abacus.
YouTube.com/JohnGriffinArt or Jive Afro, whatever it's want to do. I think it's Jon Griffin Art. Go to YouTube.com, Jon Griffin Art, and find the Phil and Jon Zone. You can watch every episode up to now. You can see all of our cohorts and hijinks since all this crazy shit began 50 weeks ago. 2 weeks away from a year, no doubt.
Yeah, we're it's,
I think we started a little bit late because some people are on their 52nd show and their 54th show. But you know what? We're not counting. We just want to make sure that it is fun too. Scramble Campbell is fun to paint too, he says, which is very true.
it is fun to paint. Yeah. Um, hmm. See, I get my girlfriend's flashing me over there. Yeah. She's been yeah. Kind of hard to talk. Yeah. I get locked up talking. Actually, kind of shy when we do this. But yeah, I love the arts. That's why I've done this. I know John. I looked up to John. And Mr. Campbell, row 23 to the right. I know that. I hope I didn't give his code away or anything like that. Yeah. Great phone. I know. Yeah. Red Rocks. Hope you had a good show. How's the weather there? Usually in Illinois, we get that thing over the mountains and we get the same weather.
They got snow. They got snow.
Who's that artist from Red Rocks?
He's on right now.
Scruffy Duffy? No, really. He had the most, you posted the most awesome picture
All right, come on. Upstairs.
from, what's his name?
Yeah, mute me.
Everybody appreciates what you got going on, Scramble. I was talking to people this weekend because we did do this festival, and there were 30 other vendors set up in the situation that we were in. You could go to each person's booth if you wanted to, and see that again happening. And there were like at least 15 to 17 painters that were painting live, that were producing what they were producing the way they were doing it. You know, we were all so different. We were all so different. And I whenever you're ready, Phil. Whenever you're ready. We were all so different. A couple of them really turned on me too. There was a guy, Red Pirate Roberts, who was driving around in this old bus, like an old church kind of minivan bus kind of thing, and he had stenciled the outside of it so awesomely with the stencils. And he had this Keith Haring painting, a painting of Keith Haring, who's one of my daughter's favorite artists as well as mine. And I saw it, and I was like, oh, I like that one, you know. And he's like, well, who is it? Because he has asked that question of everybody. Picture of Keith Haring. And I knew who it was, and we ended up doing this collaboration on one of his his Hunter Thompson, kind of from the Johnny Depp image prints, but it's not really cool. I know what happened to it. He's got a copy of the picture of it. I didn't even take a picture of it. It happened so fast. He brought me that canvas, Phil, and I was like, I don't know if about collaborations. And like 25 minutes later, it was like drying, and I was bringing it to him. That was fun. The talking part, not even the painting part, but the talking part just now, by talking about the painting. What are you eating? I thought the rule was no eating on the show. The edible.
No, it's not. If you heard the sound effects, yeah.
Oh boy.
Sardi Jeopardy Campbell. Oh, it's Scramble.
The idea is we're just grateful for all of it. Ah, wait. Yeah. Island Medium. That's the Island Medium. I like these little fun little.
Happy Friday. I mean, it's good to stay home, and if you're gonna drink, stay home.
You remember when I had the sound effects a few weeks ago? How fun that was.
Oh no, it wasn't. Yeah, it was. If I had the buttons, yeah, that's fun. I like that.
I went out looking at the birds today. Did you look at the birds today?
Every day I do in the morning. I hear them early. I feed my birds. I have 3 suet. I have hummingbirds. I enjoy my birds. I love the early morning when it's quiet out. We have a large variety of wildlife because we're close to a big river. I enjoy it thoroughly.
You think you have a nice understanding of a lot of different kinds of birds?
Correct. I've seen 11. Correct. Like I'm answering questions. I have binoculars. I've had 11 varieties of birds easily, right by my bird feeder.
Birds that you don't see in your yard, though, too. You know, other birds that you don't see.
Right, because of the big waterways by us, they're traveling and migrating to different areas. Because of the big waterways by us and lakes and the Fox River, they travel here, so they got a habitat to hang out, and then they boogie. So we get a lot of variety of birds that are not local to the area, and I love that.
How about if we did the alphabet game?
Oh, we're definitely. I thought about it this morning. It was beautiful. I was gardening today. I painted early this morning I enjoy painting like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning until early morning, and it was nice out today. It's going to be really shitty in Chicagoland area. At 8 o'clock, I said to Laura, who works from home, I'm going to do a show outside today. It's beautiful in the garden because it's kind of tripped out. And nah.
Let's
Turn
do
over
the
cats.
alphabet game based on birds and other creatures.
God, are you in a hurry to go somewhere or what? Just throwing me stuff left and right. I want like 2 shirts and a grinder. Cheers, buddy.
Cheers. I think that there's no rush, there's no hurry. I mean, we could stall for another half hour. I mean, how many times are you gonna have to pee?
When you get old, you got to pee all the time. So just deal with it. You think it's a joke, man. One day you're going to turn. You're going to go blind. You got to pee all the time. You're going to, what the fuck happened to me? I don't care who heard that. You really, when you get older as a man, you're going to go blind and you got to pee all the time. I don't care what they, yeah. It is true. It is true.
Alphabet game with birds and other animals.
And sugar's no good, and you're not going to eat all this stuff. And just what your mom and dad's supposed to tell you or whatever it's all going to come true.
So the alphabet game, we're gonna try this. Yeah, because this might.
Okay, we're gonna do the alphabet game.
So we're gonna do it with birds.
Birds? I thought we were doing musicians. All right, we'll go birds.
Birds or song titles?
Song title.
So
It's your call.
It's a bird or something. Either one. We're gonna have a double.
In the pre-show, I gave you 5 categories, and not one of them is the one that you're doing now. What the hell? I even go.
I know at least a few birds, so I thought maybe birds would be fun.
Birds, okay.
Do you want to start, or do you want to go for a second?
Bird names. You ain't gonna know. I guarantee you, A to Z. Go ahead. You could do them all.
We're both gonna have like 2 or 3 Dr. Seuss made up bird names. Okay. A is for albatross.
I was gonna use that one. I want to go first. B, okay, blue jay.
Very good. C, for the bird I see most in Illinois, when I'm out in my feeders, is the cardinal. Yeah, you know what?
It's a state bird, John. It's a state bird, John. Who come fancies a state bird, man.
I see a lot more cardinals in my yard than I do big bears.
I don't know if it's a bird. Okay, I'm gonna go duck.
Duck is a bird. That's foul.
I don't know. It could be amphibian. I don't know.
E for big bird. That's really good. E for duck. E for egret.
Oh man.
I didn't go with the easy one, you know.
What do you mean easy one? Don't start going like that. I hate. Then you freeze the other person out of the game. Yeah. Easy one, egret.
Isn't there a psych out? Isn't there a psych out to the game? Who's got?
Okay, I'm gonna go with F. Flock of seagulls. It works, right?
It works. It's really cool if the band name fits in with the thing, you know, like a G.
You should have went with eagles. Okay, your turn.
G. A grouse. Isn't a grouse a bird?
Yes.
Yeah, or geese.
Okay, H. Hartsfield heron.
The Hartsfield heron. I like that. I like the heron. It got itself. Herons are good birds, man. They're real tall. And I is for an okay, hold on. I is gonna be for I like the.
Go ahead. Go. People are googling it for you.
Well, yeah, I'm just waiting for the feed to come up.
There is no Iggy Pop bird.
We got icky birds here.
Icky bird. It could be an icky bird. Yeah.
Icky Ricky Heart.
The incubus bird. Incubated bird.
Incubated hen. Incubated egg.
Okay, that'll work.
Incubation. That does do it, bird. Sure. I for ostrich.
No, that doesn't work. Come on. You got to be real about this. This is serious.
Hey, they're not going to let us drive home if we can't pass this test.
Well, thank God I'm home, but I'm all right. H-I-J. I just watch I like cartoon movies. Good ones like Ice Age and I don't know. I like cartoon movies. What was that one? J. What are we doing? Birds?
The Icelandic thrush.
That's what I was gonna say.
A
Who
jay.
gave you that? Who in the hell's researching?
A jay.
Never-
What's the freaking bird?
Jay? Jayhawks.
Jayhawks. All right.
That's a good
Okay.
band. I saw them in Milwaukee State Fair.
Okay, I read this in a book. It's called the kangaroo bird. And it's a bird that hops
Why
around.
don't we just call it, when it's E, I'm just going to call it elephant bird. F is going to be a frog bird. Okay, what the hell is that shit?
The kangaroo bird
Z is a zebra bird.
doesn't have a pouch like you think about, but he carries a backpack with him. That's why they call him the kangaroo bird.
He's a festy bird.
Or the koala bird, maybe.
Oh, he just carries a backpack.
Hey,
Just call it a Patrick bird.
K is for kingfisher.
Ooh,
Kingfisher.
Patrick bird. Okay, what is it? What letter am I?
Whatever comes after K, you figure it out.
What?
Whatever comes after K. Okay.
K? You're okay. K. L M K H I J K. L. Led Zeppelin bird? No.
Think of the bird that smooch.
Hey, let me.
You can't see the feed.
I can't see nothing. I'm just looking at my room. I could probably get every kind of tchotchke in here, every kind of bird in the figurine. L?
Think about it for a second. There's going to be some out there you're not thinking about.
Yeah. See, now I'm wondering. No one's watching, right? I can shut the thing off until I'm ready.
I'm doing research for something else.
L. I'm trying. No! I have bird books everywhere. Look at. Here, watch this.
The Louisiana nuthatch.
Hey, you can't do that.
I bet you there's something called
I got a bird of America.
Okay, you get one phone a friend, which is
Let's look at what bird. Okay, we'll go.
Alphabetical? Think about I can think of a bird that starts with L.
Okay. Looney bird. The looney bird. There is a looney bird, right? See, I don't like looking at this stuff. Instead of like searching on the computer, sometimes I like and open these huge big books I got from.
It's okay. I'll read you a bedtime story. You don't have to worry about all the big words. The looney bird it is. Or the lark. Or the looch. Leech? Louch? No, there's a lark. There's a lark. No, that's a tree, the larch. LM for the minor bird.
M. N.
We didn't drink enough tonight.
No, you gotta drink another shot. N. The Nantucket Nutcracker. I guarantee. It's a bird.
Tell me about the nutcracker.
Look at how thick this is. I guarantee there's a Nantucket Nutcracker.
How did the Nantucket Nutcracker get its name? I wonder.
Because it cracked nuts in the Nantucket. I don't know.
Nantucket Island, folks.
All right, come on, hurry up. Your turn.
Oh, it's for Oriole.
P is.
I came up with this idea just as the show came on. Oriole. P is flightless birds.
P is for
Puppy dog.
the pink flamingo.
All right, I'll count that. Judges.
Well, you were just gonna what? Really?
Judges?
You were gonna give me the buzzer?
On that, please. The judges have accepted your answer of pink flamingo because it's your one.
Okay, pigeon. You pigeon toed.
Peacock. You peacock.
Peacocks are bad luck and mean bird.
Pectoral sandpiper.
Okay, you got Q.
Q.
No Cuisinart, no nothing like that.
A quality.
Quality Inn, yeah. No hotel discounts.
A quiet. The quiet jinglebird. You ever heard of the quiet jinglebird? It doesn't sing at all. So you know you've never heard it. The quick. The quail. The quail. No, Griffin for the win. I'm sending you circus peanuts, buddy. He might get that
Okay,
right.
Scrabble, let's go. Okay, QR. I was gonna. Come on, now you can.
The most obvious bird you're gonna see in your backyard. There's like one that you're gonna see all summer long in your yard. I'm not giving it to him. He can't. I'm not giving him that one.
Well, no, it's coming. You know, Robin is easy. I'm trying to come up with something goofy. I know Robin. Come on. Don't you know me by now?
Yeah, but
I'm just coming. You stepped on the dog, didn't you?
no, I think Mama's home. Mama's home. So hopefully she can find the Tootsie Rolls.
Should we go? Should I?
Oh no, we're at R. You were doing the red-breasted rumple dog.
No. Okay.
R.
Robin.
Oh, you went. You didn't go with like.
Well, I was gonna go with some bizarre bird. I can't even. You know, I think I would have gotten in trouble. So.
Red house finch.
Yeah, I could. I would have gotten in trouble.
So RS. I had a really clever one for S when we were doing T, and I forgot it completely. No cheating. I'm not gonna look at the thing, but can't see the.
There you are. You're looking at things. I see your eyes. I can read people's eyes. You're looking over there. That's bullshit. I'm not looking at the book.
I'm trying.
Because I can't read it. It's dark.
I'm trying to run the show. You've got a book. You've got a reference book in front of you. There's no references available.
You're trying to run the show. What show? I thought we're
S. For the. We're doing birds.
Come on.
Yeah. There's a rolling pitch tray, a frisbee, which is also a rolling tray. I told them when they did the frisbee that that's also a rolling tray. But for S, for a bird.
No, for a car.
I was gonna say sparrow, but that could be a car.
Oh, I like sparrow. Amy Griffin for the sparrow on that one.
Oh.
Giving it up to I'm giving my phone a friend. That's my phone a friend. Hey folks, Amy Griffin come from Flower Shop. A long day.
Hi, Amy Griffin.
Happy to see the pups.
T. The Tijuana Sparkle twin-breasted.
I've seen those in my backyard.
Hold on, I'm not done yet.
If you get the right silhouette, you got there, and the Tijuana sparkles will come every time.
Sign off, Mr. Good Shoes.
Tijuana twin-breasted, beaked, blue-eyed Jay. Yeah, that's it. All right, you're up. Hi, Amy. Hi, Scooby-Doober-Doo. T.
A bird name or
Yeah, bird. We're on birds. You can't look in the book either.
Or a car.
Thunderbird.
Thunderbird. That'll work.
Or a dinosaur. That's
Sorry.
Pterodactyl.
Yeah, pterodactyl. That's what I was gonna go with. I was going T-Rex, and I couldn't. All right, you're up. T. S. T. U. You got U.
The upbeat.
It is
U. Emu? That ends with EU. But an emu is a cool bird. That would have been a good one for E, for a flightless bird, is an emu. They got wicked claws, the emu. So if you're in Bizarro World, then emu starts with a U.
Emu is pretty precious.
Ostriches are. Yeah, those big birds. Big birds are mean. I know. I was on a ranch in Texas. That ostrich that was going to kill me.
Christy Carpenter, tufted titmouse, and turkey vulture, the Tweety bird.
Oh, big birds are wicked, man. Peacocks, ostriches, turkeys. They got talons.
I'm going to go for the Ugandan swallow.
Utopian UFO ostrich.
South African swallow. How many coconuts could it carry? If it was laden with 2 coconuts, how far could it get the coconuts from South Africa?
Okay, so pass to Y.
I feel like I'm doing peyote or something. What the hell are you talking about?
So Y. What's Y?
I think I'm doing that ayahuasca.
You didn't eat one of them rainbow teas, did you?
I ate 2 of them. Why?
Two of them.
What? Want some?
U is for ostrich. Got an ostrich. Where's my ostrich?
Okay. No, that O is an ostrich. Okay, what letter am I? Oh, U, V, V. V is for a Vulcan.
Oh, very good. Cheers. Cheers.
You got W.
Vulcan's an alien. Is there a bird called a Vulcan?
You know, don't when you look in the dictionary, pull your
Unless you ever
a vulture. There we go.
No, that was great.
He looked at the good luck. Well, I got the sidekick over. Oh, it's like 1/10 of a sidekick over there right about now.
A W?
W.
X, Y, or Z?
Not yet. W is for the
Good boy.
I got it.
white
Vulcan
man.
was good. That was
What are you gonna say?
pretty cool. You got owl. You got wolf. You got.
Owl doesn't start with a W.
I know. You can hear. I know because the speaker goes that way. You can hear. She thinks you can't hear, but she can hear.
Well,
Laura, go in the other room, please.
Yes, I
This,
know.
this game is hard.
No, it's not. Scooby's barking.
Well,
Did you feed Pineapple? Go feed your cat.
Chester around. No.
Friday,
We got owl,
23rd.
we got wolf, we got
We are at W.
B-U-W,
Wolfbird.
what? A zebra.
W. How about a owl?
Oh, the best W bird. You know the best W bird.
Oh,
One W bird who's also a cartoon character. The best W bird. You know where he's at. You
Hey.
got him right there.
I cannot hear now.
Oh, sit down. It's fine. We got a wild boar.
Who's Snoopy's best friend, man? Snoopy's best friend.
Woodstock.
Woodstock, man.
Woodstock's right behind me. Woodstock's right there too.
Woodstock, so you get X. Good luck, buddy.
X. I got it.
The wombat.
That's a W. X. I'm gonna try to think out of the box within a box. It's got to be some kind of prehistoric thing. We're gonna call with, or we're gonna go with. Do you have one in mind? It's probably so simple because it's like.
X? There's like 5 words that start with X. And
There's probably a lot of them.
yeah, that's your Dr. Seuss giveaway, I think. You got to come up with something that's creative and interesting yet sounds kind of like a real bird.
Mhm.
Chill.
X.
Yeah, an X spell.
X.
Chester.
Exactly.
Exactly.
No, hold on.
Done. What the fuck is
What
your
about
done?
Xylol bird? I don't know. There's not a lot of words that start with X. X-ray, X-communication, X. The Zane bird. X-Zane bird. The X-Zane bird. Scramble
Oh,
Campbell.
the Angry Birds. X Angry Birds? No. What's an X? Give me one.
An X-Angry bird. That's an X-Angry. Oh, you know what? There is a bird. There's an X-parrot. I will count that, even though it starts with an E. There's an X-parrot. You know what I'm talking about. Monty Python. An X-parrot. Come on, that's probably the best one. Give me a break. X-parrot.
No, there's a better one than that. We got to come up with like the X-ray spec Zoto bird, the XTC. Okay, you're up.
Why?
Why?
It's my turn.
X.
The Y is going to be kind of easy, like yellow bird. I seen a yellow bird out my door the other day. There was a yellow bird out there. It was drinking grape drink. It was eating slick meats. Yellow chickadee, a yellow belly honey dripper. That sounds like a real bird. Whoa, a canary is a yellow bird. I read the signs very well, Phil. I read them well. I read the signs. I can see it in your eyes. You have to pee again.
No, I know.
Right at the Z, you got to pee again.
No, I'm just.
Zambird. Zombie bird. The Zambi bird. The Z for
Did you ever watch Zombieland, the movie?
I have watched Zombieland the movie. I wasn't impressed with part 2 as much as I was impressed with part 1. But my
Yeah, I
expectation,
was quite impressed with well, it just
I like the introduction.
yeah, I didn't really think it would be all right, and I liked the way they did that zombie kind of movie. Laura,
So today's show has been sponsored by Todd Snyder and his amazing music he puts out there and how he does what he does, and his new album coming out today. We're gonna wish him happy birthday today. No, it's not Todd's birthday. It's not Todd's birthday today, but we're gonna wish him happy birthday anyway. So if you know Todd, reach out to him and tell him happy birthday, Todd, and congratulations on the new album, the First Agnostic Church of Hope and Wonder, where you can also get all that great swag from the, you know, all that great stuff that I pulled out of the box earlier. There's rolling papers to frisbees to dolphins to all kinds of things. I gave you just a bit of second their feel to do your thing, but so check it out. Reach out today. The purple vinyls might be all gone, but there's lots of copies of this I'm sure available. I'm sure it'll be available. There's a great song on there about John Prine. I can't play it right now, but it's really good. I'll send you that direction. It's called Handsome John, and you can go there after the show and check it out. And yeah, Phil, what a good show. 50 shows, 50 weeks.
yeah, 2.5 hours, 50 weeks, John. I mean, time flies. I mean, it seems.
Have you had a good time so far?
Yes, I have, John. I mean, it's quite. Then I stumbled. That it goes by so fast. 50 weeks. So
Well, I think we're gonna say goodbye.
leave the dog, let it walk.
We're gonna say goodbye to the people here pretty soon out there in TV land, I guess. Go on to the next show. I'm gonna paint this thing eventually. Talk to Scramble.
Yeah, I was going to ask when you're going to paint the show. Paint.
I think what's gonna be really cool if I can talk him into doing it is doing somehow we do a Zoom meeting with both our videos on while we're painting each other's canvases while we're watching some Todd Snyder, listening to some Todd Snyder live, and then do it, you know, or either record it and then release it or something like that. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I'm anxious, but not that anxious. I know if I just dive into it and paint, I don't want to think about it. I'll just paint it. And,
Yeah, that's yeah.
I don't really
You think too much, it doesn't. Yeah.
I have better time when I just paint. Just get in there and paint and see what happens with the color and the light as you're doing it. And you might paint something you've never painted before without even trying or thinking about it. And so I have to approach it that way. You know, it's just another canvas, but it's fun.
Exactly.
And it looked kind of like you sent it back in the same box I sent it him in. It's pretty close. His is a little bit nicer than mine. I get the boxes. I send them out in just a piece of cardboard wrapped around them. It's pretty jank the way I do it. But
Send me a picture before you send it out, or before you get it. I won't share it.
Yeah, I will for sure, bud. For sure, yeah. Zone-tailed hawk. Oh yeah, that's the game. That's the alphabet game. You know, I don't know. It has more.
Yeah, I'm intrigued to look up the Nighthawks. I don't think I was. Yeah, I didn't see.
High Hawks, man. High Hawks.
Oh, High Hawks. I'm sorry, Nighthawks.
Vince Herman and dudes. Everybody.
Yeah, man, should.
All those people out there in the world.
They're rolling on tour. A lot of bands are too nowadays. Yeah.
My poor aunt. She just keeps getting hacked. She's got hacked again. I got a weird message from her today from a new account. These hackers, they're getting tricky out there with Facebook Messenger. They send you a message from one of your relatives that says, "Hey, how you doing? I heard good things." And then they start talking to them, and then they're scamming you within a few minutes. It's a robot.
Yeah. They do it on phones. Yeah, I don't trust technology. Good technology, bad. I mean, you need it, but you got to be smart.
Yeah. So I'm pretty happy that we got.
I'm just spacing out. I'm sorry.
No,
Trying to deal with other things.
The apex of our excitement here. I think that we're approaching here slowly. People have checked us out all night. We had good viewership tonight. At one point, there was like 27 people watching us at one time. I think it was Eric Lambert's friends. But I want to tell you that somebody checked in earlier that I'm just friends with only because of you and Laura. And her name is, I'm going to get there in a second. Hold on. Lynn Keltner?
That's Lynn. Hi, Lynn.
She checked in earlier. Hi.
She has never been on Facebook before. It's Laura's good girlfriend who just got on Facebook a week ago.
So she checked out. So I noticed that you and Laura were the only mutual friends we had. So she said hello, though. I want to pass that on to you.
Usually, most of my mutual friends who started in the beginning, after the 50th show, they're no longer watching me going, I disown you, Philip.
It was kind of
You are
funny.
gone.
The crew that was watching us those first few weeks, most of them don't show up anymore. We get news suckers from all over the world.
I don't really care. I really don't care. But all I know is you were saying, I do believe that you're going to a festival and I have to go too. They want to fill in Jon Zone.
If you want, if it happens on a Friday, then Phil's got to be invited too. You know.
Yeah. We'll work on that. Yeah.
You know, we'll get that figured out. Yeah.
Mhm.
We're gonna do something a GoFundMe pretty soon. We're gonna buy Phil a new car. Just let me know when we want to start that up, and we'll let that happen. Maybe somebody will do it for us. I don't know. That would be nice if we could do something like that. If we could use our show for good, that's what I'm just saying. We could use the show for some kind of good where you.
Well, there's no doubt about it. That's all. It's for a laugh or two, but for good, for information to pass the time if you're bored. I don't know.
Support artwork, support artists, who people who are
Yeah, I
making
mean,
our living doing our artwork, and people that can reach out and help us, and you get our artwork out of it. It's like you get something for nothing. I feel like we put something good into the world. We don't want anything at all tonight. We're just saying that's something I'd like to do someday. Is give Phil that train we're looking for.
if I was younger, I wouldn't be doing this. Since I'm older and dying, I don't really care what I'm saying. But if I was younger, hell no, I wouldn't be on this. I'd regret this the rest of my life. Now, when you get older, I'd let it. I don't care what the hell I said. What are you gonna do? What do you?
You think you would? If you were younger, you wouldn't be as inclined to be on a talk show if you were running and hiding. Like when I was younger, I was probably running and hiding. I didn't want to be in front of.
No, I don't know. You can't change the past. I mean, you can't. Whatever. Not. I'm doing what I want. If I didn't want to after a couple weeks, I wouldn't do it. If I didn't want to next week, I wouldn't do it. I enjoy doing that.
You want to do it next week?
No.
All right. His guess.
Well,
you want to do it?
No. I mean, it's 50 weeks. It's kind of crazy. I mean, I don't know.
Just the checks I've been writing over the last few weeks are incredible.
What checks? A bunch of bullshit. No, I just
So you're gonna use the word dying, are you? Dying, are you? Dying, are you?
You might want to mute.
Dying, are you?
Folks, our show's about to roll the tracks down the station here. The live version of our show anyway. 2.5 hours, you get what you pay for, We appreciate everybody being here and coming and doing what we do and how we do it. And I'm going to make sure you guys have control. But we appreciate just, you guys being part of what we do. Everybody checking in and being included on our show. Thank you to everybody who came out and saw us last weekend. And I still feel okay. A few days later, going to get my next shot next week. So by the time we have our show next week, there'll be a full-on, I'll be a shot-up dude, whatever, I'll be all.
Yeah, show 51.
Does Laura want to tell a joke tonight?
No, she does not want to.
Who's the man without the nose?
Who's the man without the nose? I don't know.
I am nose.
I don't knows. Your friend Lynn watched the show. She wants you to call her.
Good. I'm glad.
She wants you to call her. She wants you to call her. She wants to give you. She wants a breathalyzer.
Good night, babies.
Good night.
I love everybody.
Good night, everybody. Right.
I need my Philip Peter Strodes.
I know. Going upstairs. We're gonna go eat pizza and watch a movie. She'll be snoring. Go upstairs. Let me finish up with John. Go upstairs. I'll be up there in 5 minutes.
50 shows. Phil.
Sent the show out to the land. Art's not gonna get in here. Music plays for your good cheer. Think you're ready, then grab a beer. Come on and watch the Phil and John show. Phil and John show. They're showing up and there's nowhere to go now. Phil and John
Tune in next week for God knows what.
Playing so hot that it's melting the snow. Yeah. Phil and John.
Tune in next week. Thanks to all of our Respect for theme song. Thanks to Eric Lambert for coming out. Thanks to Todd Snyder, Danny Barnes, and Campbell for the packages we opened on the show.
Thank you, everybody. Show 50. Next week's 51. A lot of music announcements, upcoming shows at different venues. Things are starting to open up, outdoor and indoor. From
It's all about the gold.
It's all about the bass. It's all about the bass. Thank you for being part of our show. Thanks for doing what we don't do and where we're at, where we do it, when we got going on. Thank you very much, and see ya. We're gone. Bye, Phil. You stay
Bye,
there.
John. Peace out.